Oh, my eyes.
Nice way to start the show.
As we head into year number 3.
Year number 4.
Is it number 4?
We just finished year number 3.
Yeah. Well, my head is in such a whirlwind of emotions after the big parade the station threw for us as we saved it for the past 3 years.
Right.
I'm sunburned from standing out in the sun all day.
Right.
Watching our floats go by. Stuffed from cake. I can't even see you right now through all the balloons.
Right. Big celebration.
The celebration is absolutely overwhelming. They want me to stay for year number 4. Somebody better come in and blow me pretty quick. I don't care if it's Bob McNeil. Take the skin on his face and fold it forward, look like a clam. Honey, that clam's looking at me. Oh, not a word, not a card, not a thank you, not a phone call, not an email.
I have an email.
It was April 3rd, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Right. It was Monday that year, April 3rd, 2000.
It's all right. We'll go out and we'll celebrate on our own tomorrow night.
Okay.
You're still on for the date with the chick from the Fox show. What's her name?
Oh, Denise Luna?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really going on a date. I have a girlfriend. I'm going
you are not bringing joy tomorrow night.
Why? I'm not going on a date with these girls.
We're hanging out with a couple of... Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold it. Alto. We're going out with a couple of hot chicks for drinks and stuff. And you're going to bring your girlfriend?
If I'm dating somebody, wouldn't that be polite? I'm not going on a date, per se. I'm going out.
Okay, so why you got to bring her?
Well, Friday and Saturday is normally when we do stuff.
You got all day Saturday on site. You're not going to ruin my Friday night with these chicks.
I don't intend to ruin it.
Yes, you do.
How would it ruin it to have one more person there? And it's like, anytime somebody goes out, and if there's nothing going on, then the other person should be able to go on. I want to prove to her there's nothing going on.
She needs to prove to you that she trusts you. This relationship isn't always about her.
No, it's about
where you have to prove to her, she should prove to you. That's been a big part of your problem is her insecurity. She should prove to you that she trusts you to go out with a couple of hot Playboy Playmate chicks, and nothing's going to happen.
If she was going out,
if she loved you, that's what she'd do.
If she was going out with a couple of guys from LeBaire, I would want to be there.
Why?
Just because. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I be welcome?
Because she's going out with a couple of guys from LeBaire.
Why were you welcome when your girlfriend, was it Julie?
Yeah.
Had the ex-boyfriend come in town because something was going on.
Because there was closure.
Yeah.
There was an emotional conversation in which I had no part.
Well, there won't be any emotional conversations in which Joey cannot have a part.
You're not really going to bring her.
I haven't planned on it. It's just an even out. I'm not hitting either one of these girls.
Okay. And, of course, Pasty the Snowman wants to come. Can I come tomorrow night? No. Why is it when I go someplace, the entire world has to tag along?
No.
It's emails back and forth. Well, I called Eddie and set it up to Cape Buffalo. I don't care. You set up a lot of stuff you don't get to benefit from. Once again, a poor career choice. They told you to be a producer. Fine, bring Joy, bring her kid. Bring everybody.
I'm not bringing any children.
Have Trey come, bring his mom.
No. That's up to you. That's your call. You want Trey there.
Are you really bringing Joy?
I was planning on it. If it's going to be that big of a deal, no, then I'll just tell her I'll be home late. And nothing's going on. And we'll start the weekend off wonderful.
It's like the time we had a guy's night out and you brought her.
I enjoy her company. We had fun.
It was a guy's night out.
I know.
Hey, let's all go to the lodge. All right? Guy's night out. Sit around. We'll suck on cigars. Be men. Smack around some dancers. Give them $20. It's a big night. What do? You bring Joy.
I'm sorry. This never occurred to me that would be a problem.
It was a guy's night out. Say the words.
Guy's not out.
Okay.
All right. She likes to go.
She's not a guy.
Okay. We don't get that much time to eat. We only get...
It was guys' night out.
All right.
No chicks.
Okay.
Clubhouse. Mm-hmm. No chickies in a clubhouse.
Gotcha.
Got it, Spanky?
Mm-hmm. All right. So you prefer not be there tomorrow night? That's
Quit it.
Strangling yourself. All right. I'll just tell her.
Good. I always get my way when I strangle myself. I may do that more. I'm going to do that in my next contract negotiation. 2006, when we sit down, start to renegotiate right in the middle of the meeting. I'm just going to start choking myself until I get what I want.
How much you want? Stop it. How much you
I want $8 million a month. Well, that's out of the.
All right, quit it. You got it. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, you ready to get started? You have audio and everything?
What is that?
I don't know.
No, that on your neck. On the right side, when you turn to me to get the audio, I saw you have a hickey.
Mm-mm.
You have a hickey. Ah, Jesus.
No.
Yes, you do.
No, it's not.
What is it?
Iron myself with a curling iron.
No, you don't have a curling iron. You have a 42-year-old man. You have a hickey.
It's not a hickey.
It is. It's funny. It's right on your neck. What was it then? It wasn't a curling iron.
It's a rash.
It's not a rash.
I have mesothelioma.
You don't.
I got rosacea.
No, you don't. You have hickey.
Nope.
Who's the hickey from?
It's an outbreak of SARS.
No.
I have SARS.
No one breaks out in hickeys. They have SARS.
This is a rash.
It's not.
It is a rash.
It's not.
Hickeys hurt, right?
They can.
When you touch them. Watch.
Yeah.
See nothing. No pain.
It's a hickey.
It's a rash.
You can't. Who are you with?
Nobody.
You're with somebody.
Rash.
No,
Gave it to myself.
No. I don't think so. Mm-hmm. Vacuum cleaner, that'd be the only way. And it's shaped more like a mouth than a circle.
Gave it to myself while I twisted my nipples.
Who'd you have?
I didn't do anything.
Did you have... Turn off the mics.
Nothing to see here.
Oh, my God.
No. She went home right after the show.
Okay.
I had a date last night.
Okay, who? And why can't you just kiss them? Why do they have to suck your neck?
I don't know. I didn't tell her to suck on it. Well, I did, but
yeah.
She missed.
Yes. Straight out of high school, maybe this one. That's normally when you get hickeys.
Possibly.
Anywhere else? I had a chick give me one down there one time, right beside it. Marking my territory. Somebody will know you. I've been down here.
She bit on your leg?
Yeah, she did a little thing on my leg.
I don't know if I have any other places. Would you like to look?
I prefer not to.
She bit on my butt for a while.
Nope.
Why don't you have a peek?
You hit the tray in here. So who is this? Do we know her?
Mm-mm.
We don't know her all? Where'd you meet her?
Mm-hmm.
Quit doing this to me. Just tell me.
Just because I come to work with a hickey doesn't mean that you got to give me the third degree.
I'd just like to know.
Why? I don't care when you get a hickeys.
I don't get them. I date mature women that don't give hickeys.
I believe, first of all, you can get hickeys at any age and it's no big deal.
It's kind of a high school thing.
It is not.
Leave a mark on a grown man's neck?
You're the same guy with a swinging chair in your garage with a strap-on built into it, and you're going to give me... Yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. And the first time you explained to me, well, so don't fall out.
Never said that. Never said that. So I don't fall out.
And you're going to give me grief about a hickey?
Yeah, so sex chair is a very adult thing.
It is not.
It is. No, high school kids don't have them.
That's because it's perverted.
It's not either.
It is.
It's just adventuresome and fun.
Swinging chair with a strap on sticking straight up.
It doesn't have a strap on. That's on the table. So who is this?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You don't know.
Met her while I was out.
You picked up a chick and went home?
No,
I didn't think so.
We met out in the parking lot.
Here? Where?
Mm-hmm.
At a restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
In a car?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's real mature.
It was cool.
Backseat, I guess.
Nah, seats are too small in the Pontiac.
Oh. Damn. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Have I ever met her?
Let me think. Yes, briefly. You met her New Year's Eve at Cape Buffalo.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. And are you still seeing her on a regular basis, or is this just a one poke?
Just kind of one of those recurring things.
Sure. I'll ask like a high school student, but did you go all the way?
She did.
Oh. Okay. I haven't done it in the car in a long time.
It's fun. I had to help her push down her dinner.
God. All right. A little graphic. Stop.
And then later, I tried to push it back in. You get it?
I got it. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Well, sounds like you had a great night.
I did. I'll be seeing her again.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like a regular deal?
Nah.
Just a regular.
Yeah.
Is this one married too?
Mm-mm. Not everybody I see is married.
Okay, that's true.
Thank you.
There are quite a few.
No.
More so than I've ever done. I've had one.
First of all, the married chicks I've been with, I don't know the husband.
Oh, that makes it better?
Absolutely. The husband, as far as I'm concerned, is abstract. I don't befriend the husband so I can get to his wife.
That's not why I befriended the husband.
Well, how lucky. You got a friend and some snatch.
I admit it was a mistake.
Was it a mistake?
Thing to do. Well, certainly was.
It was a sin. How dare you?
It was that also.
You not only do you had a friend, you betrayed his trust, and you broke the sanctity of their marriage. Worse than anything I've ever done.
How is it worse? Because you've done several married women and continue to do them, I might add, not learning from your ways. I at least
First of all, I haven't made any mistakes and I haven't breached any trust. I don't know the husbands. I ain't made no promises to nobody. I didn't pretend like I liked somebody just so I could get to their wife's lips.
Not why. I didn't pretend I liked them. We were friends.
And he trusted you.
Don't do this.
Is that what happened? Am I making it up?
Yes.
Thank you. Ready for news?
Hickey. Yeah. Sure.
And it's not that big of a hickey, you can barely see it.
I saw it when you turned, and it's facing away from me.
Can you see it, Eddie?
A little bit.
See.
He's being nice.
No, he's not. Yeah, that falls under Eddie's description. Eddie Boyd. Nice. Please.
Yeah, all right.
Will makeup cover up the rest of that?
A little bit.
Because I don't want that floating around when we go out with the...
Tomorrow night, they're going to see that, yeah.
Yeah. That just means I'm a desirous guy. Chicks want to suck all over me.
I don't think so.
That's what happened last night.
But when the other chicks see it, it's kind of like...
Nah, it's like having a wedding ring. Chick sees you with a hickey.
Yeah. They know you're something good.
Mm-hmm.
Something other women want, so...
Makes you look younger. I'm thinking about getting braces. Maybe some glue on zits.
Right.
Chicks dig that.
No.
Yeah.
Especially not the zits, and I don't think the braces.
Yeah, braces and zits, and a couple of hickeys. I look just like a teenager. It'd be hard to tell me from my high school picture.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Is that with the gray hair and the wrinkles? What? Everybody gets older.
I don't have wrinkles. I ain't got no crow's feet.
Okay. No, you
I don't.
You really don't. It's that Italian skin.
You ready to go now?
If you like.
So you haven't had a hickey in 20 years?
Not since college. Mm-mm.
Is something wrong with the phones? What?
There was, but we got it fixed.
Oh, all right. I don't think so. Got that one. What's wrong with the phones?
It looked like in here someone had been playing with this phone and it needed to be rebooted. Yours might need to do the same thing. Just
unplug it?
Yeah.
All right. There's no reason for anybody to ever step over to your console, right? Any show, any reason, any time. All right, I'll take care of that later. We'll start news while my phone's resetting. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's still screwed in here. I got it fixed. No, Eddie, just let it ring. Is that you calling me? Hello? I'd like to see an engineer in 30 seconds, please. Thank you. 327, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Live 105.3, thank you. News is brought to us, Russ, by Sci-Fi Channel and by SBC, strangely enough, Communications. There we go, Thursday, April 3rd, our third anniversary of this radio station, 2003.
Oh, it was our fourth.
It's our third year.
You said we're going into our fourth.
We're going into our fourth. We've had three.
So are we 4 now or 3?
We're 3. We started in 2000, and this is 2003.
Is this like that millennium thing?
Yes. We're heading into the 4th. We're starting it. Tomorrow will be the first day of the 4th year.
Well, technically, we're into the 4th year.
Yeah, I guess.
It's exactly at 3 p.m. and 1 second. We're into the 4th year.
Actually, we're doing mornings then, so at 10 o'clock.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. Eddie Murphy is 42 today. David Hyde Pierce from Frasier is 44. Alec Baldwin, his back is 45. Tony Orlando turns 59 today. And Wayne Newton is 61. Doris Day, still alive at 79.
Hold on. Trey just walked in. I'm sure he's going to have the answer for some question that I don't want to answer. And here we go. Yes.
An engineer is on his way to fix the phones.
And I need you to tell me that why.
I was just going to write it down, so...
And you would need to write that down why. You don't think I would have noticed when Jay Walker walked in?
Okay.
It's not hard to spot Papa's Murphy. Thank you. Have another talk with him.
I will. What this time?
I don't need him to come in and go, hey, an engineer's coming.
Okay. Why don't you two get hooked up on Instant Messenger? That way.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I have too many communications with him as it is.
Okay.
I would like to be shielded. I would like to be removed.
All right.
In fact, if we can work this out, don't let him talk to me anymore.
It's not fair. You guys were friends before he came to work.
We can be friends, but I don't have to mess with him.
Okay.
And here comes Jay Walker. Hey, man. Man.
What you got?
Man, my phone is crapped.
Man, you're not the producer. See that?
I didn't have anything to do with that. Answer that phone while you're sitting there.
How's it work?
Why is it ringing?
Yeah, why is it ringing?
Well, let's see if we can make that go away.
All right, you go ahead and start.
Coalition forces did some serious damage yesterday to a couple of divisions of the Republican Guard. Remember those massive daisy cutter bombs from Afghanistan? Well, those are the bombs that obliterate anything within a 600-yard radius. 2 of them were dropped on the Republican Guard soldiers yesterday. They say thousands of troops are thought to have died. Colonel Tom Bright, the Marine Corps chief at the U.S. Central Command Joint Operations Center, told Larry King last night that one of his colleagues had given a cigar to a commander of a tank battalion, told him to smoke it when he gets into Baghdad. His quote was, I guess he's probably going to get that opportunity here pretty quick.
I think I just heard that aren't they like near the airport?
ABC said they took the airport.
They're taking the airport.
That would be in Baghdad. It's Saddam International, isn't it?
Yep.
Good.
Some bad news yesterday. An Army Black Hawk helicopter got shot down by small arms fire in south-central Iraq. 7 soldiers were killed, 4 more wounded and later rescued. The U.S. Navy FA-18 Hornet also shot down over Iraq yesterday. It's a single-seat jet. The pilot is unknown, his fate. And finally, Geraldo Rivera, back and forth and back and forth. Looks like he will be going back to be embedded with the troops again in Iraq.
Why are they going to let him back in?
It was like a timeout. They just wanted to...
Isn't that what I said?
You said you're right.
I just screwed up. Timeout.
Geraldo is currently waiting in Kuwait for another chance to return to Iraq. He was kicked out for drawing a line in the sand on live TV and showing the positions of U.S. troops in relation to the Iraqi troops.
That's just retarded.
Yes.
Is the phone fixed?
Yeah.
What was it?
Said that wrong.
Why would it change from yesterday to today?
I don't know.
Has somebody been in my studio?
I put light bulbs in.
Somebody jacked with my phone?
Not me.
So somebody had to come in and jack with the phone for that to change.
Or that one. All bets are off in there.
Really? I'll look into it then.
Spank it.
I'll take care of it. Thank you. It's very lovely, Jay Walker.
Yeah, PFC Jessica Lynch, rescued Tuesday from an Iraqi hospital, fought fiercely and shot several enemy soldiers after Iraqi forces ambushed the Army's 507th Ordnance Maintenance Company, firing her weapon until she ran out of ammunition. Continued firing at the Iraqis even after she sustained multiple gunshot wounds and watched several other soldiers in her unit die around her. Lynch was also stabbed when Iraqi forces closed in on her position. The initial intelligence reports indicated that she had been stabbed to death.
What was that little 19-year-old girl doing anywhere near troops?
Maintenance. I mean, it was just a little maintenance group. They were hauling a bottle of water. Took a wrong turn. I mean, it's tragic, but.
Well, you got chicks over there anyway.
I don't know. They're in the military now. I mean, they're not fighting soldiers, but they're support.
They don't actually stick them on the front lines, do they? Like driving tanks and stuff?
I don't believe so.
You know, Eddie? I'll give that chick credit.
Oh, man. Can you imagine at 19?
Picking up a gun and shooting at people until she's out of... Stop staring at that.
I'm sorry.
Quit it.
I'm trying to see what it was.
Eddie wrote it down.
Okay.
It's just a weather alert flashing across the top of the room.
I know.
It's no big deal.
As news director, I should say that.
No, you don't even know what the hell's going on.
I do, too.
What is it?
Don't
look at it.
Severe
what
thunderstorm warning.
For?
I don't know, because you would let me read it.
The thunderstorm watch for Denton County.
Denton County.
19-year-old shooting at Iraqis. Mm-hmm. She killed a few, didn't she?
Yeah. So she did.
And then I read that she got stabbed.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, well, that's
you were reading the thing up there. You weren't paying attention.
I never pay attention to you, whether I'm reading anything or not. 19 and got stabbed.
Yeah. The initial report said she was stabbed to death, but obviously that's not the case.
I worked out when I bumped my toe on the end of something. She got shot, I believe, enough to break both her legs, and she got stabbed. I'd still be crying. And I'm surprised they didn't torture her like everybody else.
We don't know that they didn't, do we?
She hasn't said anything yet. That'd be the first thing out of my mouth. If as soon as they rescued me, right. I'd be pointing fingers going, hey!
Doing him. Shooting him first. That's sad. They lost a bunch of Marines trying to get her out on Sunday. The first attempt failed.
She can't even come home and get drunk.
No.
That's something else that's retarded.
That you can't drink, but you can go to war?
Yeah. 18 is the age of attrition. Sign contracts. Mm-hmm. Can't get plowed.
Mm-hmm. Legally.
You can go shoot Iraqis, get shot in the legs, get stabbed. Can't have no toot.
No.
Hold on. This phone is not... All right. Yes, Amanda?
Yeah, I had a solution to how to get rid of your hickey.
Yes.
Get a metal spoon and put it in the freezer and put it on your neck or wherever the hickey might be at, and it'll get rid of it. Leave it on there for like 2 or 3 minutes.
What about toothpaste?
No, toothpaste doesn't work as well. And neither does makeup. Makeup just makes it look like purple and dark.
Isn't it purple already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've done it millions of times. It works.
Why would a spoon work?
I guess it's the cold sensation on your
Well, why can't I just stick an ice cube on my neck?
The metal with the cold, I guess. I don't know. It works, though.
Something about the molecular structure of the spoon?
I guess.
You don't know.
You get yourself a magnet and put it in a Frito bag. Swing it around, smack yourself in the head. It'll go away.
Do I take the Fritos out? No. There's a healing agent inside Frito. That's something the Frito-Lay's never told nobody. You ever wonder why the Frito Bandito's 300 years old?
That's right.
Yes. God, this phone is still screwed. Go ahead, Shannon.
How's it going?
Good.
Hey, I'm planning on to the radio, and I just want to know what degree I need to go in. I'm already in college right now, so.
Well, you sound like a very astute young man. You don't need a degree.
Well, I was talking to my counselor. He said I need a degree, a bachelor in arts and communications, which will go
for radio.
Yeah.
What is your has your counselor ever been in radio?
No.
Well, then tell him shut the hell up.
Okay, I'll do that.
You don't need a degree. Does it really sound like any degree comes into play while we're on the air? Really?
No.
Thank you. So now you're going to waste 4 years of your life, and you're going to get out of college, and you're going to show up at a radio station, and you're going to show them your degree, and guess what you're going to get?
Okay.
Thank you.
Evening show?
Anyways, thanks.
Are you going to finish college?
I'm planning to. I'm planning to go to UNT, and they have a good radio program up there.
It's got that with just major in journalism, minor in something that nobody couldn't care less about, and you'll be fine. Do not major in an RTVF program.
Okay.
Nobody looks at that. Nobody cares.
Okay.
You're going to do it anyway, aren't you?
No, I'm going to major in journalism.
Okay. What are you going to minor in?
Something that nobody gives crap about.
All right. That's a good boy. Thank you. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Russ.
Watch. See?
Kind of cute, isn't it?
Yeah. See if you can work on that. Go ahead.
Oh, there's more from the war, if you want to know.
Yes, go ahead. Eddie, are we all right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
U.S. troops attacked Baghdad's international airport Thursday night after pushing through the outskirts of the darkened capital. Tracer rounds, anti-aircraft fire and artillery blasted near Saddam International Airport. That's 10 miles southwest of the city center. Large section of Baghdad lost power for the first time since the war began after a huge explosion rocked the capital. So they're dark, apparently.
I think they said they, since I wasn't paying attention to you again, did you say the power outage had nothing to do with us?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I said.
All right.
If I didn't, I should have. Incensed fans walked out of Pearl Jam's concert Tuesday after lead singer Eddie Vedder
started to sing.
He held a mask of President Bush on a microphone stand and slammed it to the stage. Most of Vedder's anti-war remarks earlier in the Pepsi Center show were greeted with mixed cheers and scattered boos. Dozens of angry fans walked out during the encore because of the bizarre display with the Bush mask. He wore it earlier, by the way, during a song called Bush Leaguer, a Bush taunting song from the band's latest album, Riot Act.
And you know what's going to happen? Nothing. Rock radio will keep playing Pearl Jam. They couldn't care less. Makes no difference to them.
Heard about the new Beastie Boys tune? Anti-war tune. I have it on cut number 1 if you want to hear it. It's called In a World Gone Mad, let loose the guns and let loose the bombs and stop the corporation contributions that they build upon. That's just some of the lyrics. KTCL, a modern rock station also owned by Clear Channel, spun the record about 20 times last week. Mike O'Connor, director of FM programming for Clear Channel, says they did research among 2,000 listeners, and they said basically the view was play it. So they are. This is, if you want to hear it, it's just the Beastie Boys.
Now,
they stole my bark.
Yes, they did.
I can't even understand the lyrics.
There's a sheet.
They say anything about vomit?
No.
Sorry. You missed a couple of S words, didn't you?
Yeah, I missed one. Sorry. Don't play it anymore.
Thanks, I won't. Even though it was starting to grow on me.
I didn't know the Beastie Boys were still around.
Did they have any other hit after Fight for Your Right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Hold on. This phone still ain't fixed. You have any?
Hey, Russ, are you sitting down?
Why?
Who's your favorite porn star in the world?
Raquel Darrian.
May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Really?
Early birthday present.
She coming to your place?
Yep.
Platinum?
Yep.
You gonna bring her up?
Yep.
She gonna abide by the rules?
We'll do our best with her, but seeing it's your favorite.
Because I've heard in the past she's a little hard to work with.
No, real good girl.
My God, that has got to be the hottest porn star I've ever seen. Yep. Have you seen pictures of her?
I have, yes.
But because she's your favorite, I figured it's about time I did something nice for you.
She's still got to come in and play by the same rules as last time.
Consider it a done deal.
All right. When did you say May what?
May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Okay. What is that, like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Yep.
All right. Yes, I'd love to have her.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. That's a fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely gorgeous woman. Tight ass. I believe she's had a kid. So I don't know what she looks like after that. I haven't seen any recent pictorials.
Right.
That's a drop dead woman.
Very nice.
That's a screw you around for at least 6 years woman.
6 years.
Yeah. I'm going to go meet my ex-boyfriend and bang him. Okay.
I'll be here. I'll do the dishes.
I'll finish folding the laundry. Take some money and maybe you guys can get something to eat. He can bring me back some cheese fries.
No!
I don't want any cheese fries.
Jesus. Sad.
We're going to get drunk. I'm going to puff him and probably the gas station attendant. Okay, pick me up some of those glasses if you get 8 gallons of gas. Raquel Turian. Damn, I got to pull up pictures of her now. Are you almost... Eddie, how are we doing?
In close.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Dixie Chick story. Their sales slide remained steady but hardly dramatic 3 weeks after lead singer Natalie Maines angered country music fans with the anti-Bush comments she made at a London concert. Home, the Chick's Grammy-winning current album, sold 51,000 copies last week, which represents a 28% dip when compared to the previous week of 71,000. First week it was out, sold 124,000 copies. It still remains number 1 on the Billboard Country album chart, has fallen out of the top 10 on the pop list, however.
Bitch.
A mentally retarded black inmate was handcuffed behind his back and forced to eat cake like a dog for the amusement of 6 white Essex County correction officers who apparently forgot security cameras were rolling. The source said they pushed his face down into cake, flicking his ears like a puppy. Essex Sheriff Frank Cousins confirmed Austin, this is this guy's name, Arthur Austin, was handcuffed, but he wasn't fed. He was actually fed from the countertop. There's a recording of this incident. They looked at it. The officers were promptly escorted off jail property.
You got cake.
Stop it. And finally, how many parents out there would kill to have an extra $10,000 a month to raise their kids? Well, for Jim Carrey's ex-wife, Melissa, $10,000 ain't enough to raise her 15-year-old daughter, Jane. When Jim and Melissa divorced in 1995, Jane was just 7. Now, Melissa says the needs have changed, and she wants Jane to enjoy the lifestyle she got when she goes with her father.
Screw that bitch. Look, here's my favorite picture of Raquel.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a perfect chick?
You're right. That's a 6-year screw-over.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'd leave you. You still wouldn't leave her.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. That'd be absolutely all right. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on her. I don't think I can wait till May 1st.
Well.
But she's been with the same guy for years, and they just had a kid. I guarantee it. Ain't nothing going to happen. Same rule applies. 60 seconds, she don't come in, and my marbles down here don't look like something off the Ed Sullivan Show. Right. When that guy comes out with the plates.
Spinning around.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's out. I don't care how hot she is.
Okay.
Hot don't do me no good if I ain't in it.
There you go. I'll make sure Eddie knows.
All right, so who wants $10,000 a month?
Jim Carrey's ex-wife, Melissa. $10,000. It's not enough, actually. She wants more.
Why?
She says she needs to keep the lifestyle, the prestigious lifestyle that she gets when she's with her dad, which, according to Melissa, is only about 30 days a year.
Why is it $120,000 a year isn't enough to support a kid?
Got me. Because she knows he's got it.
Well, so what?
The law is it's a percentage of your gross.
Is that what you have to send?
Mm-hmm.
Percentage of your gross?
Mm-hmm.
You tell them everything?
Mm-mm. Good. It reminds me, I brought my W-2s for you to take to your tax guy.
Oh, and I brought my check. This is for you.
For what?
For the $7,000 you need to pay your taxes.
You really going to do that?
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit. Huh. I don't know. What do I have to do to get this money?
You just have to accept it. I'm making a loan. I'll lend you the money. I expect it back. Well, yeah. I don't expect any interest. I want to help you out. I don't want you to be distracted by monetary problems, and it'll take away from your daily duties.
No, there's another hook here.
There was absolutely nothing else.
Something tells me deep down I shouldn't do this.
Why?
I
loaned Eddie money one time.
Not this much?
No. Just a little bit, just for a trip or something. Wasn't a big deal. He immediately paid me back. He didn't question it. He didn't question my motives. Ask Eddie why he accepted the money.
Because I needed it, and Russ offered it from the kindness of his heart.
There's something else here, though.
There's nothing else here. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. Yes, Eddie?
Yes.
See?
Jesus. I don't know. I think I just pay the government.
Fine, get screwed around. Because if you stretch it out in the payment program,
I know.
They're going to nail it right between your hands.
I know. I did the math last night. It's quite expensive.
$7,000 would turn into what?
7,100. It's about $1,000. It's going to be about $1,000 more to pay it out.
So $7,000 would turn into 8.
8. You're correct. Thank you. I'm sorry. Anyway.
See there? And I'm not going to charge any interest.
Why? I insist on paying interest if you can really do this.
What's the going rate? You know what? My banking account, my checking account, I think I'm getting like 0.75 interest. I get like $8 a month.
Well, I'm going to pay you 5% or 10% or something like that. Because they're going to charge me, 16? I think that's what they said yesterday.
It takes away from the magic of the gift if I expect anything in return other than the initial balance of the loan.
There's less banging me later going, I saved you from prison. Remember the time?
How many times have I hung on to stuff from the past?
Oh, Jesus. What happened in 1989?
You hit me.
That's right. You're right. You never hang on to stuff from the past.
God,
that's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks Texas.
We'll be back with The Russ Martin Show on
Gary Hoey on Live 105. And from the Endless Summer soundtrack, it's Linus and Luther. I love that version. Yeah.
Did you have him live in the studio once?
Yeah, he played live in the studio back at the Eagle about 4 or 5 years ago. What he does is he brings in, what does he call it? Hoey-okie, to where all the backup stuff is taped, and he comes in and he plays the lead guitar live in the studio. Cool. Outstanding. He'd get wound up and start doing the Chuck Berry duck walk across the studio while he was playing.
Wish he'd come to town.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right. What do you have, Gail?
I got really a bunch of stuff. Brought to you by Tylock Eye and Laser Center and the Sci-Fi Channel. On northbound 67 Marvin D. Love ramp to go westbound on I-20, there is an overturned semi and the tractor trailer, and that's got the ramp blocked until they can get the semi erect. On southbound 75 Central before 635, the center lane is blocked. That's a stalled car. In Mesquite, on southbound 635 LBJ past Town East, the right lane is blocked by a wreck. Traffic backed up for about 3 miles past La Prada. On westbound I-30 at Jim Miller, you got a stalled car blocking the left lane. And in Arlington, there's some sign work blocking the 2 right lanes on southbound 360. This is between Post and Paddock and northeast Green Oaks. Traffic stacked up to 183. And also, tonight in Frisco, there's a baseball game at the Rough Riders. Opening game tonight is at 7 o'clock, so there may be some heavy traffic around 121 in the tollway. This is also brought to you by the Department of Health and Human Services. Organ and tissue transplant save lives. Help now during organ and tissue, a national... Wait a minute, you got me all flustered. God. Organ and tissue transplants save lives. Help now during National Donate Life Month by signing a donor card. Say, call the Southwest Transplant Alliance at 888-ASK-HRSA or visit organdonor.gov. KLLI Foot with traffic on 105.3 to Talk to Rock, Texas.
Bye, Guilty.
Bye.
Here we go. 60 for the low tonight. Some showers this afternoon and partly cloudy. 82 tomorrow. Looks like Saturday should be nice, and then Saturday night some storms coming in. We're at 77 degrees now at Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
Has anybody seen Siebert today? Let's see if he's in. I want to get one of our billboards and just change it to the Give War a Chance.
Good.
Live 105.3 Wild FM.
Yeah, good afternoon. Dave, Siebert, and Ernie, please.
Hold on,
The new one. Well, I like that. Bert and Ernie.
Yeah. Siebert and Ernie. You know what? I've been driving around for 2 weeks. I ain't seen one of the live billboards yet.
I haven't either.
They said they're all over Dallas-Fort Worth. I ain't seen squat.
Talked to Scott Chesner. There's one over by Channel 5.
Okay.
You have reached the voicemail of Dave Siebert, Senior Vice President and General Manager for Infinity Broadcasting. If you're trying to reach Reed Rieker, his new number is area code 210-528-80. If you need immediate attention, please press 0 and have the operator page Frida Wells. Thank you. Please speak after the tone. When you are finished recording, you may press pound for further options or simply hang up.
Hey, bitch, call me when you get in.
God. Senior Vice President for Infinity Broadcasting. Hey, bitch.
And that's who he is.
Okay.
What about?
Nothing. Works for you?
Do I still got a job?
You do.
Why don't you try it? Call him bitch.
I prefer not to, think.
Job security written all over it.
Yeah. I made it 3 years. I think this is the longest radio job I've ever had.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
Because I was at the Eagle for 8.
I bounced around.
Drifter? Grifter? Floater?
No. I just got a better job offer.
All right. Go ahead, Tony.
Hey, Russ. How you doing, man?
Good.
Well, I have a problem. I broke up with this girl about a year ago after we had been dating for about 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, I ran into her a couple months ago, and we've been talking. She wants to get back together, but I've got a problem. She's been dating that black guy in between the time that we've been broken up, and I don't really know what to do about it.
What about it?
I don't know. It just kind of bugs me.
Why?
I don't know. Just kind of nothing I've ever gotten used to, and I just wanted to know maybe what you would do in this situation.
I'd wash her down good.
Quit. No.
Why would it really bother you?
I don't know. I guess I've just grown up where I have nothing against black people, just interracial dating. And
I know if I brought home a black chick and my mom,
yes,
she'd probably kill herself on the shag carpet.
Your mom would have.
I think so.
Your mom doesn't take the tollway because black people work in the booths.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
I have to go through that booth. Yeah? You just drop the money in the little thing. What if they reach out and grab me? They're not going to grab you. They might. I've seen it on the news.
I don't know why that would bother you at all, though, really.
What, the black people?
Yeah, that somebody you're dating has dated a black person before.
Plus, they're all stretched out now.
No.
Well, Russ, have you ever run into this problem?
No, I don't know. I've never asked. I never thought to ask. I mean, all jokes aside, it's never even come up. And did she bring it up? Did she tell you? Did you find out?
Well, I just saw some pictures laying around and, just kind of asked. And she just said it nonchalantly, just kind of was like no big deal to her.
What are these, honey? What are these pictures on the coffee table, honey? Somebody get pictures of you getting robbed?
Stop it.
The lighting's really nice. I don't know. This is just chock full of jokes, but I don't know why you would have a problem with it.
Okay.
I don't. I got nothing else to offer.
Well, guess it's just something I'll have to figure out.
I mean, would you really not take her back or?
No, I want to take her back. I really like her. I mean, she's a great girl, but it's just, I don't know. It's just so different to me. It's just.
I'd date a black chick. Mm-hmm. If I could find a normal black chick over a white one, I'd take one.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, it's weird as I would too.
Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's part of the thing of us and, you know, the mystery of black guys schlong thingies or what. I don't know.
Maybe that's an intimidation.
Yeah. Because you know he worked it out really good.
Stop it.
That's
he did.
what I will always think about. That's one of the problems.
They don't all have huge.
I think most of them do.
They don't all have.
All the things I see on dogfart.com, all these guys got great big hoses. Big ones. With great big doorknob heads.
Dogfart.com to go find the ones with big ones for that.
I don't think they got to look far. All of them got the hoses with the doorknobs.
Not all of them.
Yes, they do.
Not all of them.
You're helping me make my decision.
I'm sure it was a normal relationship, just like two white people or two black people would have.
If it's going to bother you, though, think hard about going back with her because you're going to get angry someday and throw that up in her face.
Oh, yeah. I can't. Oh, please, God, take your first fight because I know exactly what you're going to say. Well, at least I didn't go blank a blank because it's exactly what's going to come out. You don't want it to get that ugly. It's funny to think about in the future because you know you're going to throw it out.
Yes.
But it has no bearing on anything going on.
Well, I guess for now I'll probably just do the friends thing.
You can try that. But you know he worked her like a log splitter. He did.
You don't know that.
Yes, you do. Well, good luck with you and your relationship.
Thank you, Russ.
You're welcome.
You were trying to call Dave Seabird. You want his cell phone by any chance?
Do you have it?
Uh-huh.
How did you get it?
Trey sent it to me on an instant message.
How did Trey get it?
I don't know.
Well, obviously, all the unimportant people have Seibert's phone number. That's a cell, because I don't have it. What does it cost to get boards changed around?
No idea. If it's an infinity board, it ought to be free. Because that's our company. Just the artwork.
It's just a black background with great big white letters.
Shouldn't be too.
Give more a chance.
Shouldn't be hard at all.
Should throw our logo up there so we get protests.
I was going to say, you got to put the logo up there so you can get people angry.
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
No, that was
not available.
Well, that's the wrong one.
That was wrong, Trey.
Trey's an idiot. Yes, Michelle?
I just thought, how ironic is it that, I mean, we all know JD hates black people, and your only billboard that I have seen is in Oak Cliff when I was coming back from San Antonio.
What is it?
Why would you put it there?
First of all, I didn't even care if they went up. It's obviously it's on 35 someplace, I'm going to guess near Marsalis.
I don't know. I was coming.
That's coming back into Dallas, and you would take that route coming back up on 35. That's what you would take coming back from San Antonio, wouldn't you?
Yes. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So, JD, the black man hater, and
stop it. Not.
He's in the show.
Somebody's just tuning in. They're going to think
you're.
Excuse me. Whose voice is this?
Spook, leave.
Who said that?
That's right, JD.
At any time that somebody gets something wrong of the black community,
right? Spook. It's wrong. That's edited.
It's not edited. Well, actually, it is. We took the curse words out.
And by the way, black men are not all big.
Have you had one?
Yes, and he was like a roll of dimes. It was bad.
Maybe he was mulatto.
Oh, how sad to be a black man have a small. Somebody emailed, so they saw one of our billboards at I-20 right before Bolt Springs. So apparently they're very well placed.
Yeah, we got the good parts. Hi, Scott.
How you doing, Russ?
Good.
Yeah, it is true. And JD, it is true. That's why he don't like us. All black men got long hoses and big doorknobs at the end of it.
See, I told you.
That girl just called in and said he didn't.
That guy was probably mulatto.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he must have been mixed with something else.
Yeah. Mixed with a small weenie breed.
Yeah, see? Believe the myth.
Thank you. God bless you, Scott. All right. You all right? Yeah. All right, let me think for a second. Would it bother me if a girlfriend dated a black guy? The only thing I can think is the weenie thing.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't bother me at all.
And maybe that they were better lovers.
That wouldn't even cross my mind. Why would they be?
You don't think black chicks are more wild in bed? Oh, you know they got to be.
I don't know. I never thought about it. Really?
Look how emotional black people get at just anything. Movies, funerals.
But black guys are kind of cool. They're kind of laid back. That doesn't scream wild in bed to me.
Yeah. I bet a black chick would be out of control.
Oh, yeah. That I believe.
Mm-hmm. Get on top and start rocking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Trey, call over Amazing Superstore and see if Bruce has any women of color. Send them up. If not, send Katana back up. What are you looking at?
Somebody sent an email saying play cut 18.
What's cut 18?
Remember in the old days, the mini disc, the one that Eddie cut up that sounded like I said something that I didn't say?
I don't know which one that is. We do that all the time.
That was just an old bit used to make fun of cut 18.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
Yes, Thomas?
Yeah, I was wondering if you ever finished your list, how many women you slept with.
The what?
The list you were coming up with, how many women you slept with.
Oh. I don't think I did. I think I got the basic structure of it, and I just kind of gave up.
Oh, okay.
But if I had to guess, you know what? It wasn't as many as I thought. I thought I was going to add it up, and it was going to turn out to be 60, 75 women. I think maybe it was 30.
Maybe 30?
Yeah, and I'm 42, so that's not really that many chicks.
Well, I'm 31, and I came up with my list. It was about 34, 35. And like you, I mean, all those years, you think it's going to be a lot more than that.
Well, I think in your mind, you're counting all the chicks that you fooled around with and maybe have actually released on at a certain point in time, which doesn't count with what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, plus all women, it's close to your mind. You've had sex with, the same woman more than once at different times.
Right. Yeah, we're not talking about how many times we've had sex. We're just talking about the different partners. Yes. All right, now we've rationalized our way out of this. Thank you. I was a little disappointed because I got the whole list together and go, all right, I'm leaving somebody out. And even if I just threw on, 5 names just to fill, just for anybody I may have forgotten, it still wasn't that many. It was very disappointing.
I told you my numbers were low. I mean, I'm right at 30.
And you don't count the women that you had in 3-ways?
Yeah, I count anybody that were actual sex involved. But that's been very few that I've actually enjoyed sexually.
Just Joy got to get them.
Yeah, or somebody else, yeah.
I still don't get that. Why is it she gets them and you don't?
That's just the rules. That's just what we're comfortable with.
She gets to lick and you don't get to lick?
Yes.
You get to lick?
I don't get to lick.
You don't get to lick?
No. That's just what we came up with that we are comfortable with.
To lick? All right, explain to me quickly.
It's real easy.
No, it's not easy. You guys are doing 3-way, but it's really just you watching her with somebody else.
And being with her, yes. So I get to do with her, and she gets to do the girl.
And I don't understand why that's fair.
It's just she doesn't feel comfortable with me with another woman.
But it's okay for her to be with this relationship is just chock full of inequalities.
No,
there are several inequalities in this relationship. Yes, Eddie?
Yes.
See?
No, they're not. That's just everybody has to come up with their own rules. That's what.
Why do you accept that? It's just like, you know what? If you really want to be with another woman, you're talking to her, then I get to be with her too. That's fair. Yeah. If you get to lick, I get to lick. Want to lick?
No, you don't. In this situation, you don't force your opinion.
You're not forcing. You're saying, look, here's the rules. If you get to do this, I get to do it. I'm comfortable with that.
Well, then she would say, I don't want to do it then.
Well, then don't do it. Why do you let her do it if you get nothing out of it?
I get plenty out of it.
What do you get out of it?
I get to watch and see them. That's erotic.
Whoop-dee.
It is. It's erotic for me.
Did you get tired of watching it one night?
Yeah, we did, actually.
It's like New Year's Eve, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. Ended up watching it.
It was like the big Lickapalooza.
Yeah.
And they started screaming at you because you were watching TV.
Well, it was like 3 4:45 in the morning. And
how did they lick for 3 hours?
Yeah, just took a bath and massage and talked for a while. And
did you take a bath with them?
They took a bath together.
So you're just there as
it was a bath. It wasn't really room for 3 people. It's just small baths in a hotel.
Well, at least you get to take the bath with a chick.
That's not our deal.
She's walking all over you. As we talk about this relationship more and more, she's more dominating than you let on.
I'm comfortable with that. I don't mind.
It's not fair.
It's erotic to me to watch them. And if she doesn't feel comfortable with me, another woman in front of her, then I won't. That's fair.
It's not fair. It's fair if you're sans spine.
No.
Yes, KO.
Wouldn't it be fair if JD got to go out with another guy and be with him?
No, why don't you go look on a guy for a while, let her watch.
Then I think that would be, if I had any interest in that, then that would make sense. That would be the same thing.
She wouldn't let you look on no guy.
I wouldn't want to.
That's not the point.
She probably would let me if I want to, but I don't want to.
She'd let you look on a guy?
I'm just saying, that would be the equivalent of her doing a woman.
I bet she wouldn't let you.
Well, that's really a moot point.
It is not a moot point. We're talking about fixing the inequalities in the relationship. Yes?
Yes.
See? Is that right?
It's all right.
Yeah, Paul.
Hey, Russ.
Yeah?
What's going on?
No.
First of all, I want to tell JD he's a punk.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay?
Love you too.
And the myth is true.
It's not.
It is true. I got a big doorknob on the end of my weenie.
So that means every single black man does? Just
and
what you do?
And I got nigger toes. And I got big nigger hands. So it's true.
I'd like to knock down that.
Which reminds me, somebody saw Shaq at an Italian restaurant in Plano last night.
So that makes 3 of us. Me, Emmett, and Shaq.
Yeah. All 3 of you have what?
Nigger hands.
Thank you. God. What's the name of the restaurant? Somebody called and told me. Something like Maggiano's or something like that. They saw Shaquille. I guess he's in town. I'm going to guess playing the Mavericks. Are they in town? Who does he play for? Are they playing the Mavericks? Yes. All right, he was probably in town with his big in hands.
Stop.
They did. The guy that called and told me about it, he said he went to shake hands with him, and his hands were just huge.
Well, he's a big guy. There's little guys, too, like Woodrow, our little friend. I bet he's not what you said.
I bet Woodrow's hung.
I bet he's not.
I bet he is.
He's
Trey, get Woodrow up here and let us look at his weenie. If Woodrow's got a big weenie, all black men have big weenies.
That's true. Because
Woodrow's a little guy.
Yeah.
I think Woodrow's a purpose litmus test.
Okay.
But his weenie's got a gold tooth on the end of it.
I bet it does.
Looks like Sigmund the Sea Monster. You get the
Yeah. Gold toofer.
Uh-huh. Or kukla.
Yeah.
Drop his pants and you hear it singing Ragmop. Sorry, that's for the over 40 crowd. You get it or you don't.
Right.
Just trust me, it's funny. How we doing, Eddie? All right. Yes, Mark?
Yeah, I want to know, first of all, JD's a retard for watching.
You're going to have to make it quick. Your phone's crappy.
For watching 2 women together, I'm a retard?
Yes. Go ahead.
Sure. Retard.
Go ahead.
And then, secondly, what's wrong with just having one lady?
Yeah, what's wrong with having just one chick?
Nothing.
No, I mean you.
Yeah, you.
Russ.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you. I don't understand his question.
I don't either.
What's wrong with having just one lady?
As opposed to your list we were talking about? I don't know what he was talking about.
What, Dan?
Yeah, that's what he means. You said you've been with 25 or whatever. You said, what's wrong with just being with one your whole life?
Oh, jeez.
Because that's not what that guy, biologically, we're not meant to be with one chick. I mean, that's an easy argument.
Yeah.
We're not.
That's why the question didn't even make sense.
Yeah. If it made sense, we would have got it.
Is that some guy that was married like for 25 years like Dan Lewis?
And he's pissed off that he's only had one chick in the last 25 years, and he's mad at us because we weren't stupid enough in getting married.
Yes.
Anybody deserves some kind of reward. It's Laura Lewis for letting Dan crawl on top of her for 25 years. Oh, my God.
Yes.
They should have a credit card swipe machine next to their bed every time he climbs his big ugly ass on top of her.
She gets some cash?
Yes. And air miles and all kinds of other stuff. Because, she's laying there in bed, right. And not only does he have sex with her, he gets naked.
Yes. And kisses her right on the mouth.
With his mouth open. Just picture Dan's face right now.
Thank you.
As he's coming at you with his mouth open, and he's naked, and he's ready for business. Oh. And he's looking at you, and he's going...
No.
She should get money. Gifts, trips,
yes,
reward miles,
fruit baskets,
bonus bucks, S&H green stamps.
Yeah.
Jelly glasses. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Type in freeones.com and go look under R. That way you don't have to figure out how to spell Raquel Darian. Okay. Then it'll give you a bunch of different links.
Click R. Yep, there you are.
Go to that first one. The gallery pictures are good. Wow. Yep.
Wow.
Can you imagine? I mean, LA's hot, but this is white hot.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as a ethnic slur. Which one you looking at?
One where she's spread toward the camera.
She holding her right boob?
Nope. She got like a big chain.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
She's kind of shaved right up until the point where the little thing starts down there, and then it's not shaved.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah. It's like she shaves all the way up to the top of the sandwich. Mm-hmm. And then her bologna's hanging out.
Oh, man.
I don't think I could laugh at somebody like that.
No, you'd go 2 or 3 times, though.
I wouldn't even finish getting naked. I think I finished a little prematurely. Really, I didn't notice when. Driving over here.
On the way.
On the bus.
Yeah, there's one with her holding it. And just slightly exposing the sandwich.
Not slightly. Most of these pictures, she exposes too much of her sandwich. I don't like that much showing.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, I brought this. Almost forgot about this. Julie's satanic sister?
Yes.
The older one that called and told me, hey, you got to talk to me if you want to talk to Julie.
Yeah.
I brought her cell number in. Oh. Because when she called, she didn't leave her number, but it was on the caller ID.
Very nice.
Let's see if Satan answers.
Has she ever been married, the sister?
I think she's married now.
It's a lucky guy.
I think she's about 2 or 3 years older than the other 2 sisters.
And really hot.
They're all 3 hot. Their parents should have just stayed together and made babies. Every kid that came out of the mom was just gorgeous. And Mary always thought guys talked to her because it was of her intellect. And out of those great big dinner buckets hanging off her chest.
Wow.
She was dead serious about it. I went, Mary, you dingy. God knew that nobody was going to talk to you. So that's why you got those 2 pork chops hanging around your neck. So the guys, i.e. dogs, yes, would come and play with you. That's exactly what those things are on your chest. They're pork chops.
Men love me because I'm a good conversationalist. I'm a wonderful personality.
Cut both of them off and see who talks to you. Excuse me.
Yep.
Sorry. I still had 2 quarts of turnip soup left.
Wonderful.
It's a great way to clean out your system.
Quite odoriferous. Yeah.
Because you got the protein from the chicken, turnips that cook up like potatoes so they don't taste like turnips. High protein, low carbs, no fat.
It was very good.
Should have that.
Spicy. I'm not much of a cook.
Would you like me to make you some?
Well,
would you like a couple of quarts?
You really want me blowing stuff out like that?
Take some kind of gas stuff.
Beano or whatever it is.
Yeah. Gas X or whatever.
All right.
Yes, Steven?
First off, I just want to say that love the show.
Thank you.
Know you're busy, but I just wanted your input if I could get it from you.
Okay.
Right now I'm going to Dallas County Community, and I'm pursuing a career in computer networking.
Mm-hmm.
Not so sure anymore, though, and I feel that by the time I'm finished with my education...
Think through your question, and I'll get to it in a second, because he's going to kill me.
Please enter your account code.
Calling Mary Julie's satanic sister. She's the one that dated Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20. Oh, plus I get her side of it. Mary, it's Russ at Dallas. Can I talk to you on the air? What is... Come on. I'm fine. I'm on the air, but I can't put you on the air until you say yes. No, that's all right. Let them go. This is very important. I have a message from Rob Thomas. Yes, I do. He was in the studio about a month ago. Come on the air. Yeah. Yes. Come on. No, I'm not. Let me just say yes so I can put you on the air. Here we go. No, talk to me now. Yes, you can. Come on, here we go. He gave me some good dirt. Now, I'm going to say it anyway. Yes. Come on the air. Be a big girl. Come on. You ready? I'm putting you on the air. No, you won't. Yes. All right, call me back. All right, bye.
No way. What's she afraid you're going to do? It's phone. You can hang up.
They're all scared of me now. She wasn't scared of me when I was dating her sister because she had some kind of power over me. Because she knew Julie would listen to her. That was another problem that we had. Or actually another symptom. Mary was a symptom. Because Julie wouldn't tell her to shut up and get out of our business. And I wasn't going to tell her.
She wasn't scared.
I didn't call her Satan just for grins. That's not a term of endearment. No. She was Satan. Maybe she's had time to think about it.
Don't bother her again. If you call her again, you'll never get her on the air.
Why?
Because that's called harassment.
No, it's not. Checking in.
30 seconds later.
She don't want to talk about the Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 thing either. So obviously, that was a nasty subject all the way around.
Did she go, what'd he say?
And she goes, I will talk about that in Dallas. Dallas isn't listening right now. It's just Arlington and the mid-cities.
And a few people in Euless.
Yeah, that's all. Nobody else. Oh, she is. We're paying attention. I'm trying her one more time.
Don't.
Come on.
All right. She's never going to talk to you.
Well, she ain't going to talk to me if I don't even get her on the phone. I got to get
your account code now.
I got to get the story on this. And Rob Thomas's wife, that's when he got pale.
Well, Julie might know. Maybe she'll come on with you.
Ain't nobody want to. Julie won't come on. I tried to talk to her yesterday to get her to come on. Everybody's all clammed up. Mm. You gonna come on the air now? Well, put Mary on. About what? Nah, you ain't got no business. Put her on the phone. Hurry up.
For all the nice things you said about her.
I'm going to call back every 3 minutes until you come on the air. Come on the air. Every 3 minutes. Yes. All right, I'll talk to you at 4:35. Bye.
Is she at work or something?
Huh?
Is she at work? Where is she now?
I don't know.
Who knows?
But it wasn't her that picked up the phone this time.
Oh.
Somebody else there. Saying that she doesn't want to come to the phone now. Somebody remind me at 4:35 to call back. Go ahead, Steven. You got 2.5 minutes.
Basically, I always wanted to work in radio, and I'm not sure if I want to be on the air all the time, so I thought about being a producer.
Okay.
Wanted to see if you can give me any insight on what kind of classes I need to take. I mean, do you think it's a good thing to get into? I'm 25. I'm going nowhere right now, and I figured if Trey could do it, anyone could. What does Trey do anyway?
John, you want to take this one?
Yeah, he sets up phone calls. He gets things ready for you, puts together a rundown when we have things to do. He works all the time. He's here early and stays late.
How come I never see the fruits of his labors?
Well, sometimes he sets up guests and he does research, and you say you want something, and sometimes you get it 30 minutes later. That's sometimes. Sometimes you can't get stuff on the spur of the moment.
Brainy, come in here. Hold on, Stephen. I'm going to answer to your question.
All right.
Because I have no idea what he does. Got a minute and a half before I call Mary back.
Okay.
All right, if you got a minute, tell this guy what you do. We tried and we don't know.
Write stuff for the show, try to make you happy. You have a lot of things that you send off in emails that you want done, and then you forget about them, but I still try to get them done.
Right.
Look up, try to find guests, get them on, and just try to keep up with the show. Stay ahead of the show. Be bigger than the show. It's a lot of work. You send off a lot of emails wanting stuff done, and I try to make it happen.
There you go, Stephen. Can you do that?
If he could do it, I think I could.
No arguments from this camp. But don't waste any time in college. I mean, for radio or television. Really? Go ahead and journalism. You know what? As far as education goes, you can take journalism to almost any field. Take that, major in that, minor in something else. Most of the credits that I took in college were journalism related. Just because you got to write, you have to be able to communicate with people. That's the best advice I can give to you up-and-coming thingies.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Once again, displaying my command of the human language.
Right.
That one too. Okay. All right. 4:35.
Oh, no. This borders on harassment.
They haven't said to stop calling. She just said.
Account code now.
Can we do news first? Yeah. She didn't say to stop calling. She just said she didn't want to come on the air. Okay. Certainly nothing harassing about this phone call. Mm-hmm. This phone call is full of love, compassion, and curiosity on how the entire family is doing.
You're going to voicemail.
Bitches.
Hello, and thanks for calling. I'm sorry there's no one here to get your call, but please leave a message. We'll get back with you as soon as we can. To reach Mary right away, please try the cell at 323.
Oh, no.
If you guys don't call me back and come on the air, I'm going to give out your phone number on the radio. Thank you. I mean it. I'll be calling back at 4:38. When I call back the next time, I'll write down the cell number.
Okay. This is your revenge, isn't it?
Hey, she terrorized me for the year and a half that I dated Julie, because they all lived together, and she was always in our business. Coming in the middle of the night, while I'm still banging Julie in the other room, slamming stuff, slamming doors, opening up stuff, screaming, hollering, having one of her satanic fits. We'd have plans. Next thing I know, Julie calls me, well, I can't because Mary wants to go do this. Well, let Mary go. Well, she doesn't want to go by herself. Well, then get her a puppy.
I don't know.
Trying to think of something Satan would take.
Oh.
Get her Saddam Hussein and go to the party together. It was always something. We had plans for like Saturday at noon. I'd be driving over there. I'd be getting off the freeway. It's 11:55. Call and go, hey, I'm right around the corner. Well, Mary and I have been arguing all morning, and I'm not ready. Can you come back at 2? Jeez. No, I can't. Of course, I'd come back at 2. But there's always crap like that, always interfering. You ready for news?
If you like, I've got 50 seconds.
For what?
Till 4:38 when you have to call back.
Oh, that's all right. I'll pay attention to you anyway. Okay. 4:37 and 20 seconds. Shady Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. News is brought to us by World Supercross. President Bush's address, the raucous crowd of U.S. Marines at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina today, thanking them and their families for the role in Operation Iraq Freedom. I liked his line. There's no finer sight, as he looked out, there's no finer sight to see than 12,000 Marines, unless you happen to be a member of the Iraqi Republican Guard. And, of course, they applauded and screamed and hollered for him. 25,000 Marines from Camp Lejeune are serving in Iraq right now. now. Throngs of people packed the field and overflowed crowds lined the sidewalks of the base. Flags bearing yellow ribbons fluttered from lampposts. And Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld said today there was not one of the reporters asked him, is there any chance you'd let Saddam Hussein come out now and, into exile? He went, no chance, not a chance, that they would agree to an arrangement that would halt the war and allow Saddam Hussein to survive as Iraqi's leader. He said the governments that are discussing such a deal provide hope and comfort to Saddam's regime and give them ammunition that they can try to use to retain the loyalty of their forces. Rumsfeld said it was too late for Saddam to seek exile.
Should have never said that. Should have said, yes, come on out. You come out of that hole, you little gopher.
Wave the flag.
Let him come out, stick his head up out of the gopher hole, and then you swat it off with a 9-iron.
Yeah. But National Guard Battalion commander has been relieved of command for running naked outside the barracks at Fort Bragg in February. Another officer receiving a reprimand because of the same incident. Lieutenant Colonel J.D. Webster, he's losing his job as commander of the 1st Battalion of the 130th Aviation Regime. It's basically an Apache attack helicopter unit. The lieutenant colonel was among several soldiers seen running naked outside their barracks.
Why were they running naked?
Streaking. Being silly, I guess. North Carolina.
What else are you going to do in North Carolina?
It was back in February. They were just blowing off some steam.
Let's get Denise and her friend Misty. Let's go streaking tomorrow night.
No.
Oh, come on.
It's against the law.
It is not.
Running naked is against the law. Yes.
I think standing naked's against the law. That's when you get the ticket.
No, running naked is against the law.
You never did that as a kid?
Yes, I did. In high school.
Come on. Let's do high school stuff.
You do it.
Let's go streaking with Denise and Misty.
I'll watch.
It'll be fun.
No. Where?
I don't know, down the tollway.
No. Yeah, nobody will see us there.
I've done it before.
Oh, yeah, you did it on the tollway.
Yeah.
Stop traffic.
That was cool.
Yeah. I saw those pictures. That was funny. You and Valerie.
I forgot why we did that. I think if the Dallas Stars won something. Yeah. I can't remember.
Some kind of a bet.
Yeah. I said we would actually run naked on the tollway. So George brought 3 stretch limos out. Went up the Dallas North Tollway and then came back south and stopped traffic, morning drive. Man. We got out, ran naked on the tollway, got back in the limos, and then all of a sudden we're driving fast.
Yes.
Down the tollway, 3 limos. It was had to be like when Kennedy got shot. Because you got 3 stretch limos going 100 miles an hour down the tollway, just in case any troopers are coming.
I was going to say.
But they couldn't get up to us because we had traffic blocked. And right as we got up to the front of the radio station on the tollway, I looked over and I see, when we left the station, there maybe was 100 people out there. Got in the limos, got on the tollway. By the time we got back, traffic was jammed on the service roads. The cops were out directing traffic. I forget what city it was in. I think it was Farmers Branch. It surprised me that the station was actually in Farmers Branch.
Right.
I thought it had been Dallas cops. And right before we got there, I went, I ain't getting out.
Why?
Well, the cops are there. It's like they could hop the fence and arrest me. Then I remembered the tollway is under authority of the DPS.
Correct.
So it'd have to be a trooper. So I could actually walk up to the fence and stick my dingy-dongy through the fence. And all he could arrest is my weenie. But he'd have to grab it like Miss Baldbricker in Porky's.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Man, that was quite a deal. It was really fun. I just still understand. You couldn't do that today just because they have so many cops that listen. They'd come get you.
What, run naked?
Yeah.
People listening back then. We were number 1 over at the Eagle.
Why weren't they? If they knew you were going to do it, knew when you were going to do it, knew where you were going to do it, why didn't they?
Well, first of all, they couldn't get to us because we had traffic blocked.
Okay.
And there were 3 limos. They didn't know which one we were in.
Okay.
And then when we left the tollway, we got into another unmarked vehicle. It was cool. It was all very well planned out.
I got you.
Thank you.
Boarding school student has been fined $180 for firing apples from a homemade cannon into a shopping center. 17-year-old pleaded guilty to 2 firearm offenses after firing 5 hard green apples. The court hearing, the St. Peter's Lutheran College senior, had been showing off his cannon-making skills honed at home. He told police he loaded it with apples and used aerosol deodorant and a flint striker to ignite the pipe and propel the fruit through the air.
Catholic school?
Yes.
Just always makes me laugh when one's called St. Peter.
St. Peter Lutheran College. And finally, let's see, this comes from Cosmo, the 5 things that freak your man out, in bed. And these are once again from Cosmo magazine. Let's count them down. Number 5, staring him down. Staring deeply into his eyes for more than 30 seconds at a time whilst making love is weird. Stop it. It makes him feel like he's being evaluated, or worse, it makes him think you're getting too serious too fast.
That's what it is. They're trying to look into your soul. Yeah. And that crap isn't going to float. What are you doing? I'm looking into your soul. Quit it.
We're bonding.
I told you, chicks, they take this sex thing. I'm not saying chicks can't do it, but more often than not, they're the ones that bond. When you have sex with a chick, they attach something to it. That's why they want to look in your eyes. They want to bond. They want to see your soul. They want to hold you. They want to touch you. They want to talk. Yeah. They want to find out about your inner essence.
Yes.
I just want to unload.
Jeez. Number 4, mentioning another man. Every once in a while, you may mention something you and your ex-boyfriend did, maybe a restaurant or a movie you saw. Fine. Don't ever do it in bed when you're laying naked next to your current man. And you should never talk about the naughty things you did with your ex. Ever. We don't want to hear it. Number 3, staying silent. Perhaps even worse than crying in bed is staying silent. Men thinks it's weird when a woman doesn't make any noise.
I like that. I like it when they don't make any noise.
At all?
I don't want them saying anything.
Well, making sounds, though.
Well, grunting's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mean really grunting.
I know.
I mean just making grunt noises.
I understand. Yeah, making that sound. But they can get too loud, too.
I especially don't like to be talked to. I don't like to hear words in the bed.
I'm with you on that.
And L.A. Lamont the way she talks normally, it's going to move into the bedroom. It's like banging Elmer Fudd.
What a body, though. If you could don't stay completely silent. Number 2, crying. For some women, really powerful sex causes them to cry. You ever have a chick do that?
Not from having sex.
In most cases, these are tears of pleasure and joy.
That's what I kept telling her.
Guys don't believe it. For guys, tears equal bad. Don't cry. I had a chick one time, right afterwards, burst into tears. Never did find out why. What's the matter? What'd I do? No. Why are you crying? Well, I'm leaving. Number 1, coming on too aggressively. Men enjoy a woman who is creative, but if you get too carried away at first, it might freak him out. If you bust out with a marital aid, for instance, too early in the relationship, he may not know how to take you. Those are things that freak out guys. All right, there's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
The first time I heard that song, back when the Eagle was Z97.
Yeah.
Z97, KFJC, 440. It's very good. Now the Eagle's a dumpster.
It was a good station, Z97.
It was?
Yeah.
It was a good station in the 80s.
Yep.
It was good all the way up until March of 2000. March 15th of 2000, I might add.
Yes.
That's a home for derelicts and has-been morning shows.
It's sad to watch.
It really is. You almost wish, even though it's a competitor, you almost wish they'd do something and get some decent people over there so it would go back to being the Eagle instead of a grunt box.
Yeah.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Gail Lightfoot, also an alumni from the Eagle back in its heyday.
Correct.
That's right.
Used to fly in Black Thunder.
Yep.
Who did you fly with? Because obviously you didn't fly.
Actually, I was learning to fly.
Were you really?
Yeah, with Clarence Lott, the first Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he actually let you hold his cyclic?
And his collective.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Had your hands full in the air.
Yes, I did.
How far did you get?
I got 23 hours
did he get off? You got how many hours?
23.
That's all. Well, how many do you need to get be certified or whatever?
40.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, 40 hours of training and you can fly a helicopter?
Or a plane.
Well, yeah.
To get your private license.
40 hours?
Right.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
20 of that has to be with an instructor, 20 of it solo.
And I'm sure that I had, more hours in that because a lot of times I'd have different pilots up there with me.
Oh, that you didn't get credit for?
Yeah.
Right.
they were all instructors, but like when I had Martin Plowman, the guy from England.
Yeah.
In the mornings, he would sleep while I flew.
And that didn't bother you?
No.
I don't know that I'll ever get it. I don't know that I'll ever get in a helicopter again in my life.
Why?
Why?
A helicopter?
Yes.
Why?
What's going to happen?
Excuse me? You ain't never heard of gravity?
Yeah. You ought to rotate down and land.
Yeah, yeah, and it's always a really nice soft landing.
No, sometimes it's not, but if you practice enough, it is.
Hey, you can't die before your time, Russ.
Yes, the hell you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can ruin your life before it's supposed to be over.
Well, yeah, you
Ask
can do
Christopher
that.
Reeve. You can't tell me if he wasn't given the opportunity to get off that horse, he wouldn't go back and change time and get off of it.
Well,
just to have the ability to wipe yourself for the rest of your life.
You hear his daughter's doing the polo thing now?
Oh, wow.
After watching your daddy, I would think you would not. You'd wave off on that.
It's idiotic. So 23 hours, and that
but what can he do? What are you going to do, Dad? Spank me?
Yeah, you do. You want me to ride a horse? Okay. Well, I guess you just wipe yourself today. Oh, you can't wipe yourself.
God.
Oh, how horrible. Your butt looks like a jelly sandwich. Now, when you think you'll let me go ride the horses and give you permission, I'll clean your jelly sandwich.
Well,
getting in a helicopter.
About some traffic.
And you went up every day, right? Was it twice a day?
Yeah.
In all the years of all the helicopters in Dallas-Fort Worth, there's been, 3?
Helicopters, just something about it, I don't know what it is.
No, they're fun to fly, though. They're so fun.
They're very complicated aircraft.
It's a balancing act.
I flew a couple of times with Jim Helms. Hollywood Henderson was the name he used on the air.
Yeah.
I think he flew in the war and also flew commercially, like for movie companies and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, Clarence did that. Clarence flew in the war. I don't know if Helms did.
Oh, I don't know if he did. I think he said he was. I don't remember. He would fly like a nut.
He was a very good pilot. Very good.
Yeah.
Pretty much any of the Chuck Norris stuff you see on TV, that's him.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
He did all that.
Flew for them. All right, what do you got?
Okay. What I got is Just Brakes, Valero Energy, and car toys. In Carrollton on northbound 35 Simmons at Beltline, they cleared up the wreck, but not so the backup. It's all the way to Loop 12, Walton, Walker, and beyond. And it's also got 635 stacked up, too. Westbound stacked up all the way to the Solway, and your southbound onlookers on 35 to the Turnpike, George Bush Turnpike. In Grand Prairie on eastbound I-30 at Northwest 19th Street, there's a crash in the right lane. Got you backed up to Great Southwest Parkway. And tonight's opening night for the races, too, at 7 o'clock, so there's going to be some extra heavy traffic along the Tom Landry Highway. In Cedar Hill on southbound 67, J. Elmer Weaver Freeway at Parkerville. Got a crash. And also northbound 67 at I-20. The westbound ramp still blocked by that overturned tractor trailer. Got a wreck in Bedford, too, on westbound 183 at Forest Ridge. It's in the left lane with a backup to Industrial. Well, with gas prices at an all-time high, getting poor gas mileage is like throwing money away. So get to AutoZone, tune up your car, and get better gas mileage today. Get in the zone, AutoZone. I'm Gail Lightfoot with traffic on Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
Gail.
Bye, Amelia.
Going to be 60 for the low tonight. Yeah, we have showers off and on this afternoon. 82 for the high tomorrow. Then Saturday's going to look nice. Maybe some showers on Sunday. We have 79 degrees currently and Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
What are you laughing at?
You can't describe it. Except you running around playing pretzel baseball.
Yeah, while Gail was doing traffic, I'm holding the ruler and Eddie's throwing pretzels at me and we're playing baseball.
And then you ran the bases. Very nice.
Yeah. Why is that funny?
It was like Babe Ruth.
Just behind the scenes stuff that people don't see when we relax while other people are doing stuff.
Right.
A lot of times on Channel 8 when Greg Field is doing the weather.
What happens?
Alexa Konomos, however you say her name. So over on the anchor desk, nobody can see her.
Right.
Yeah, she's digging for gold.
No, I'm afraid no. Not on the set.
Here's something else that's weird, is I get emails from her sometimes during the noon newscast.
That's odd.
Yeah, that's what's starting to make me think it ain't really her. Although when I get the email, It's when she's not on camera. But I don't know how she would have time to sit there and answer an email while she's sitting at the anchor desk.
It's all written out for her. She knows she's not going to be on for another minute or 2 or 3. It's like, send.
It's just very strange to be watching somebody, you know, every day I have lunch.
Right.
That's when I stop everything and I have lunch. I watch the noon news. But it's just weird to be sitting there because I have my laptop on the coffee table. Mm-hmm. So I still watch the email even while I'm watching the news.
That's odd. So you think you're not communicating with her?
Well, I can't imagine why anybody else would be answering her email.
I can't either. Nah, that's her. She's probably got a laptop right there like we all do.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm still working it.
Are you?
I believe the D Magazine poll is closed.
It's over. They're going to announce the winner after the Willie Nelson concert Friday night at Lone Star Park.
This Friday?
Yes.
Well, we can't go. We're going out with the Playmate chicks.
That's right.
Why don't we take them out there?
Okay. Lone Star Park, that's great.
They like us out there, don't they?
Love us. And Willie's playing right after that. And then somewhere along the lines there, they're going to...
Willie who, Ames?
I'm sorry, Willie Nelson.
Oh, I'd rather hear Willie Ames play. It's a guy from Charles and Charles.
I know.
Well, if you stick with Cape Buffalo, Eddie just called and he said he wanted you to know that you'll have your own skybox. Everything.
Yeah, but I want to see Alexa because you know she's going to go out there because when the polling ended, she was at number 1. So obviously she's the number 1 hot chick. And that's absolutely thanks to these listeners. You hear that? Mm-hmm. You done okay, sheep?
Yes.
Extra hay for everyone. So Eddie has us covered at Cape Buffalo?
Yes.
All right, you can go then. I told Trace if he would call Eddie over at Cape Buffalo, if he would comp everything, Trey could go.
All right, so it's you and Trey. God bless. In a row? Yeah.
You couldn't hear that on the air anyway. Did you hear it, Dan?
Dan heard it.
Buddy.
What?
The turnips is vexing my beehole.
They are.
They're praying heavy on my sphincter.
I didn't think you were going to stop, man. It's like, once you get to 5, go. Man. What are we talking about?
I don't know. That sounded like a drum kit. Drum track.
Yes.
Yeah, Ben?
Hey, Russ, I've been listening to your show for years, and I don't know if I've ever heard, has anyone ever asked you how do you explain your success?
Stop it. What? There's a lot of planning. There's a methodology. Stop it.
I just blew 5 farts in a row, followed by an emergency alert sound. Yeah.
That's entertainment.
No, nobody's ever asked. Actually, I've had I had a couple of industry magazines. One of them's a web-based one. Who was it? All Access. They sent me a list of 10 questions, and that was one of them. How do you explain your success? How did you do this? You had the position that nobody wanted back in 97 when the Eagle took Stern off and offered you the job. You took the station back to the top of the ratings. How did you do it? I deleted that email. I put the guy off for like 3 or 4 weeks, and finally I went, dude, I'm not answering these questions. I don't have an answer for you. There's none. We've covered this. We've discussed it 1,000 times. There is no answer. I can't help you. I'd love to.
So, I mean, it's just, you don't really know. It's just happened.
I have no clue. I swear as I'm standing here, this should not be me. It should not. There is no reason. Just like really for the city of Dallas, there's really no reason to be there. There's no port. There's no nothing else. Mm-hmm. It just grew from it.
Yep. I don't know.
Okay, doke.
I have no answer for your question. I'm sorry, and I'm not being flippant or facetious.
Well, I appreciate you trying.
Okay.
The show vexes radio people because you do everything wrong. Everything wrong.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I know. That's why you vex radio people.
Well, I mean, this kind of radio goes on in small markets. Why aren't they at the top of the ratings? I mean, I'm sure that somebody in Tyler has probably farted on the air 4 or 5 times.
Probably not. Turn mics off and talk among themselves. Most people don't. You're taught not to do that in radio. Tell the listeners not to call. Don't give out the phone number.
I don't want them to have it. Well, after a while, Bob McNeil started sneaking the phone number into the recorded bumpers because he knew I wasn't going to give it.
Right.
Could you identify the station every 3 minutes? No. I don't want them to know what it is. Because then if they find out what station it is, they're going to call.
Yes, they are.
I have no answer for you in the success thing. I wish I did. I wish there was something to throw out. It goes against all logic.
And all radio rules and practices.
Logic and physics have no place here. This is a black hole of radio. Thank you. Is it hot in here?
A little bit.
Why are you still in here?
I was just listening.
You can't listen from the office? Let me ask you something. You seemed a little extraordinarily stupid today. Did somebody bathe you?
Quit. O'Malley's down.
I just saw O'Malley drop to the floor in the other room. Did something happen?
No.
You get dipped?
No.
All right. Just curious. Yes, Kenneth? Kenneth?
Yeah. I was just going to let you know, I've been listening to you for a while. I live in Waco, try to hear you every time I can. Got a buddy from up here, turned me on to your station. I have another buddy in college, farted on there and got kicked off the radio station.
That's understandable. It's a college station.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you learn.
Correct.
You don't fart until you get to this level. Thank you. I used to fart on the Eagle all the time back in the 80s.
Did you?
Yeah. Sometimes you hear it, sometimes you couldn't.
But you did make a production of it.
I didn't try and cover it up. That was my sidekick.
I see. Oh, nice.
Time to call Mary again. Hey, she shouldn't have given me her number.
She didn't give you her number.
Please enter your account code.
It was on the caller ID.
She called me at home. She knows I've got caller ID.
Okay.
Mary? Come on the air. Come on the air. I absolutely miss you. Come on the air. 2 minutes. You can hang up anytime you want. Is that a yes?
Yes. Okay, fine.
All right.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing just fine, Russ. How are you?
I'm lovely. Somebody said you got married.
I did.
Paraplegic?
I did. I know. Who knew, right?
How long have you been married?
I've been married just over 2 years.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Going pretty well. Thank you.
So what was the story with you and Rob Thomas in Matchbox 20?
Oh, geez. I'm not going to talk about that.
Rob wouldn't talk about it either when he got in the studio. In fact, his wife, what was her name? Marisol?
Did you bring that up in front of his wife?
Actually, I waited during a break and I leaned over and went, hey, give me the story about Mary. By the way, nobody said your last name, so nobody knows who I'm talking to.
Okay, good.
All right. And nobody said Julie's last name either, so everybody's anonymous.
Okay, good.
All right. So his face, he just got pale white, and he goes, I went, what? He goes, and he looked over at his wife, he goes, no, well, she's in the room. I went, all right, well, then when you get out of here and you get away from her, you call and give me the story. So what was the story?
There is no story.
There is some kind of story, because his wife would have killed him here in the studio. What's the story? What did you do? How long did you guys date? What happened?
What?
How did you meet?
We dated for a little while back in the day, but you know.
Yeah, I understand that. Where did you meet him?
Doesn't count anymore.
Yes, it does. Where did you meet him?
Oh, Russ, I'm not going to get into all that.
I'm just catching up. Where'd you meet him?
That's private info.
See, isn't this fun? You miss me now. Now we can have a normal relationship because you're not effing up my life. God.
I know you miss me effing up your life.
Yes. Life's been too easy the past 4 years.
What's that?
I said life's been too easy the past 4 years. I needed somebody to get in the middle of my business.
Hey, there you go.
All right, so how long did you date him?
Oh, not a terribly long time.
All right.
2 months.
And then once he started dating Marisol, were you still around? Did you get in his business? What did you do?
I can't get into this.
Why not? Nobody knows who you are. You have complete anonymity. All they know is the name Mary. What did you do?
Some people probably do, Russ.
No, they don't have a clue.
Oh, geez.
Did you follow him around? Did you stalk him? Did you beat on his door? Did you swing him around by his feet?
No.
Did you put on a girl and cop outfit?
Nothing like that.
You never got violent?
No.
Rob said you got violent.
What?
That's what he said.
Oh, he did not.
Yes, am I lying?
No.
See? Rob
Who's
said
that?
Right, that's JD.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Hi, JD.
Hi there.
Rob said you got violent.
Me?
Yes, this is your chance to clear it up. What happened?
I did not.
I'm just telling you. And in fact, I tried to defend you, and he said, she got violent.
I did not get
Russ said
violent.
you wouldn't do that. Yeah, I said you wouldn't do it.
What? What's that?
I said that you wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Wouldn't do what?
The violence that he said you did.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do any violence. No, it was a very, very amicable ending.
So why was it such a sore? Why was it such a sore? Why was it a sore subject when he was in the studio?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't know why it would be a sore subject.
Did you ever meet Marisol, his wife?
Have I met her? Yes.
And had you threatened her at any point in time?
What's that?
Did you threaten her?
Threaten her?
Yes.
No.
That's what he said.
Yeah, man, I kicked her out. No, I'm kidding.
All I know is what he said.
What's that? No, nothing violent. There was no violence involved. He might have me confused with another one of his bitches. Oh, can I say that?
Absolutely. Just like I let black people say the N-word.
No, there's no big story. I don't know a big story, but there's nothing to tell. Oh, what?
Nothing.
Oh, what's he laughing at now?
It's just a room full of idiots. So you coming to Dallas anytime soon so we all get together? Huh?
No.
You're not coming to Dallas anytime soon?
No, I don't think I'm ever going to make it back that way.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm really burnt on that town. No, I'm just kidding.
What about Julie? You think she'll come down?
Julie?
Yes.
Think she'll come down?
I don't know. Do you think?
I don't think so.
She misses me. I talked to her yesterday.
Yeah?
Yes.
And how's she doing? I haven't talked to her in a few days.
She's married.
I know she is.
Okay. She got a good guy?
Wedding. I know you don't want to hear that.
No, I don't really care. Makes no difference to me.
Really great guy. They're like Barbie and Ken.
I'll fix that. I'm happy for her.
I'm very happy for her. I'm very happy for Rob and his wife. And I thank Rob because, you know what? If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have met my husband.
Really? What did your husband do?
Well, he was actually playing guitar in a band that was out on the road opening for them.
What band?
Cool for August.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Remember them?
I think we played them at the Eagle.
Yeah, you did.
What was one of their songs?
They were great. They've broken up since, and he's writing on his own and producing.
Okay. What was one of their songs?
Don't Want to Be Here.
I don't remember that.
That was the big smash hit at rock radio.
So how long has Julie been with this guy she's with now?
I think about a year and a half.
She's already married?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I suffered through a year and a half of crap, and what do I get?
What? You weren't playing your cards right. You were supposed to play the nice guy.
I was the nice guy until she pissed me off. Until you pissed me off, too.
Well, you know, the other thing is you never really got my thumbs up. That makes a big difference.
Why not? What was wrong with Russ?
What was wrong with Russ?
Yeah, why didn't he get your thumbs up?
I don't have that much time.
Oh. Okay.
No. Oh, Russ.
What?
Dear Russ.
She's not going to tell you. Mm-hmm.
Russ was kind of crazy.
I wasn't crazy. You drove me crazy. This great big nut bus pulls up, and like an idiot, I get on it. Guess who's driving? Mary Cramden.
They were kind of crazy together. I don't think it was a very healthy relationship. Do you?
It was healthy on my side.
Well, I don't know, Russ.
I didn't have anybody getting in my business.
Oh, you're blaming it all on me?
I'm not blaming it. I'm blaming it on me because I allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
I should have smacked all of you around. Anyway,
well, I'm sorry that it worked out that way.
That's quite all right. I'm in
Are you married?
No.
Russ.
I mean, I'm far too successful to throw my life away getting married.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have a hot lady in your life?
I have several of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Any strippers?
Plenty.
It's kind of a radio thing to do, date strippers, you know.
No, I'm not dating strippers. No. I just bang them.
Do you drive the Batmobile?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. How'd you find that out?
I've got my sources.
It's on my website.
Oh, well, I know she'd gone on your website.
Yeah.
So what kind of show do you do? I heard you're number one.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's darn good, my friend.
Wildly successful.
That's great.
Yes.
And what kind of show do you do? Do you have guests?
Sometimes.
Obviously.
Sometimes.
A few guests.
Yeah, we had Rob Thomas. They played in the studio.
And Def Leppard, Bon Jovi up here.
Mm-hmm.
They came and played in the studio?
Yep.
I thought you were a talk station.
It is.
Ah. Well, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
Your show must be different. Why can't I listen to it online?
Because we're not online. But I have to go now because I've become bored with this segment.
Oh, no. Well, Russ...
Well, you're not going to give me any dirt on you and Rob Thomas, so I got to go.
What's that?
Nothing. I wanted some Matchbox 20 stuff. I'll just get it from Rob.
Oh, Russ, I told you the story. There is no story.
All right, fine. And everybody's face got pale in the room for no reason. Even Adam Carolla or whatever the other guy's name is. Gaynor. Yeah, Adam Gaynor. He gave me that look like, no, not in front of Marisol.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty understandable.
That's because something happened. What happened?
Well, what do you mean what happened? Nothing physical, nothing violent.
All right. Well, I've enjoyed talking to you. Feel free to call me at home anytime you want.
I will, Russ.
Okay.
Take care, sweetie.
All right.
Bye, JD.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mary. Bitch.
Ooh, she sounds evil.
That wasn't Mary on the phone. That was some puppet.
Now she knows she's on the radio. She's on best behavior, but just her voice, I can hear it.
Yeah. You know damn well she probably wigged out when she found out that Rob now has his hot model girlfriend.
Sure.
And I'm sure she was all over there. Why would Marisol know Mary's name? There's no reason unless Mary made herself visible inside their relationship. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Break here, Eddie? Yeah. Let me take this really quick and then we'll break. Yes, Chris?
Russ.
Yes.
Hey, quick question. The turnips and chicken soup,
Mm-hmm.
is that interfering with your weekly Wednesday salad toss?
No. Why?
Oh, just checking. Did you let one fly?
Sometimes. Sounds like when Mr. Peppermint used to do the tissue over the combs. Thank you.
God. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Comb harp.
Yes. All right. We'll take a break here. We'll be back.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Yeah, she was an absolute bitch.
Well, I see here. Just hearing her voice. Maybe I just expected it because it's the story you've told.
Isn't it funny how she thought both of us were nuts?
Yes. You were not healthy for each other.
I wasn't. The only unhealthy part of the relationship was the fact that I was stupid and I stayed in it. The first time she pulled one of those crap things about whatever, the only one that stands out is her ex-boyfriend coming into town for closure.
Mm-hmm. Hot chicks, again, back to the same thing. They know they can get away with it.
Oh, I know another thing. She was going to work one day, and some guy backed into her. Okay? No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Worked in the same building. wouldn't give her the information unless she went to lunch with him. The insurance information. Why are you going to tolerate this?
Yeah.
Just go up there and go, hey, look, this guy ran into me, backed into me. I want the information. Started sending her flowers. Damn. Well, what if I just go to lunch with him? I went. You can just guess what I meant.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's over.
Yes.
Don't you dare.
You go to lunch with him, and that's it. Don't even call me again.
Where'd they go? Did they go to lunch a lot, or just that one time? Or
it's supposed to be just that one time. Damn. Some Mexican restaurant right there where she like a Mother Mesquite or something like that.
Bull. I won't give you the information. The hell you won't.
I said, do you want me to go talk to him? Do you want me to call up there? No, I can handle it. No, you can't handle it. If you could handle it, you'd already have the information.
Just be glad you didn't marry that thing. She's a nut. And nuts don't change. They get worse.
She sounded better yesterday when I
don't even. I don't want
to. She sounded nice, and she apologized for all the crap she put me through.
No.
I'm going to take her back.
You're not. I know you're not. I know you're not.
I'm going to call her again.
Well, call her, but just, I don't care if you bring her to town and bang her. She got it coming, but just.
I bet you cash I can get her down here.
I bet you can, too. Especially the things she was saying to you on the phone, like, miss you. Mm-hmm. The only reason I married him is because you didn't call me back.
Well, she didn't say it just like that. I went, so you got married. Well, you stopped calling.
See, happily married.
Eddie said the same thing yesterday off the air. He goes, if she was happy and everything was fine, she wouldn't be talking to you for any reason short of, hey, are you fine? Anybody in your family die? Nice talking to you. Enjoy your life. Exactly. Anything more than that is flirty.
Absolutely. She hasn't changed a bit. She's doing the same thing to him she's done to you and everybody else she's probably dated.
Good.
Cheating. Always looking out for another deal. Somebody backed into me. I got to go to lunch with him. My boyfriend's coming to town. I got to get closure.
Oh, I'm sure there was something else in there. And the fact that I let it happen, that's the problem.
Those are the ones you found out about.
Yeah. Just like a parent. I'm going to whip you if you do that. If you never whip them, kid's going to keep doing it.
Absolutely.
So sooner or later, you just got to swing them around by the feet.
Wow.
Yes, Scott.
Hey, JD, I love you, man, but who are you to give Russ advice on staying with a nutbag chick?
Yeah.
Mine is not a nutbag.
Hey, Russ,
we have issues together.
Do what, Scott?
Why don't you guys go on a trip together and see if you can work it out?
Yeah, leave town. Go someplace. Just get away from everything.
Neutral.
Yes. Julie even, thanks, Scott. Julie even suggested that a couple of times. Why don't we just get away from everything and work on our stuff? And we can't because Mary's part of our problem, and when we come back, she's going to be here. We need to address this with her. I even had a talk with Mary one time, and she acted like she got it. Very next day, back to being a nut.
Didn't you say she was bipolar?
That was my suspicion.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was or not.
Here she's all friendly and nice, and she can be turned into Satan.
Mm-hmm.
That's very possible.
One of the biggest nuts walking around with cans, and she says, I had an unhealthy relationship.
That's funny.
Yeah.
We'll see how many of them are still married in 5 years. Bet you they're both divorced. Because they both cheat. They know they're hot, but that little clock is ticking.
Oh, I can help with one of the divorces.
Why would you, well, whatever.
What?
Sure, Cole, why would you want to break somebody up? Accelerate. All you'd be doing is accelerating the process.
Yes, I'm doing the guy a favor. Whoever she married, I'm just a humanitarian effort. I'm liberating her.
Okay. Thanks. He would be collateral damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of the war, I pulled something out of the paper. I don't know why this thing hit me. I don't know. I was on the crapper read.
Uh-huh.
It's the only time I really read. Uh-huh. And there's just something about this story that was just kind of, it made you feel good about what we were doing. Yeah. Listen, it sounds like a real talk show.
Yeah.
I'm rapping a newspaper. And it just happens to be the morning news instead of beaver hunt. There was just something about this story. This was in the Dallas Morning News, war with Iraq. It says, villagers warm to the Marines. Iraqis from farming villages around Route 1 are sharing dates and bread. They wave, raise their thumbs, urge the Marines to march to Baghdad and get rid of the old man. Officers and enlisted men at the 1st Marine Division 2nd Tank Battalion held several meetings with farmers Monday and Tuesday. I think maybe it's just the fact that they're welcoming us in. They like the fact that we're there.
Right.
Initially, the farmers were frightened. Master Gunnery Sergeant Frank Cordero and an interpreter approached a home Monday where at first no one came out. When the man in the house appeared, he was soaking wet. He explained that he had jumped into a ditch to hide from the Marines.
Well, all they know is what they've been told by Iraqi television and radio, which is we're coming to kill them.
Yeah. And, of course, you're going to believe the people that used to kill their own people just for grins. Sure. Sergeant Cordero offered a box of humanitarian ready-to-eat meals. The woman in the house then came out with tea, bread, rice, and dates. They told me their house is my house. They expected me for dinner, but I told them I was on duty. Sergeant Cordero said, if you have any problems, give the Marines my name and I'll come straighten it out. It's just kind of the bonding with the people there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know why this hit me. It just did. Of course, I was dropping off an extra large load at the time. Yeah. And anytime I go to the bathroom, it releases something that makes me want to read.
You get emotional.
Yeah, it must. Yeah, Bill?
Yeah, this is sounding more and more like chick talk. All this talk about relationships all the time, those kind of stuff, and this girlfriend and that girlfriend, and not getting along, going to therapy. You know, are you going to go on middays pretty soon? No?
So what's your point?
Yo, you still there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I was listening for your response.
I just said so.
On me there.
I said, so what's your point?
Well, my point is, you know, this is a guy kind of thing, and I want to listen.
What's a guy kind of thing?
Well, you're always talking about relationships here and there. It just gets old.
I don't care.
What if
Bill, I don't care. Next time, buy a better radio that's got more one channel on it.
All right, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay, well, that was a dandy phone call, and you had a dandy point. I can't tell you how big of an idiot you look like when you call up and say something like that. That's like calling up in the middle of All in the Family and going, hey, let Meathead talk more.
Yeah.
I don't give a good damn what you're listening for. I couldn't care less. If nobody got this point up until today, listen, as we go into our 4th year on this station, I don't give a god what you think. I don't care. I couldn't care less. I've tried. I can't. My show, what I want to talk about. When you get your own show, then you can do whatever you want. You can talk about how to grease ball joints. Because that's probably the predominant thing in your life. Or when to change the grease on the fryers. Just scream at your CD for a while. Leave the radio alone. Yeah, it's guy stuff. Relationships are part of guy stuff. Obviously not for you, because you got nobody in your life. You're pathetic. So you're trying to reach out to me. Well, it's not going to work. Loser. Pussy loser. You're sitting in your own car right now being a pussy loser. You're marinating in your own pussy loser juices. And the great thing is you can't even get away from yourself. What a sad and horrible existence you must lead. Obviously a life that will end by your own hands. Thanks. I need a little uplift right here in the middle of the newspaper. There we go. All right, where was I? And then it just goes on to talk about how the Marines are dealing with the farmers. They just tell them, work in plain sight, don't show any weapons, and for your own safety, stay inside at night. Yeah. So they're concerned about them. You're welcome to work your lands. We're going to stay off of them. So they're even showing respect to the people there. We're not here to harm civilians. We don't want to hurt civilians. And then one of the people said, please finish the job, go up north and get Saddam. So obviously, if the locals there are happy with us, don't you think most people here that are bitching about it should shut the hell up? Or say what you want.
Those people, can you imagine what they've had to live through? Did you see the video of the police station with the hooks?
Oh, that they found out there was a torture area?
Torture chamber, yeah.
I didn't see the pictures. I just heard about it on the radio.
where they fill a room up and they electrocute people, and they give the person that's electrocuting them a tire to stand on so they don't get shocked. It's just frightening.
I would not hold up under torture.
Well,
I can't even imagine. Just the idea of torture scares the hell out of me. And if they're doing it only because they want to hear somebody scream and not because they could, they don't want any information or anything, I'd be the perfect person to capture. I'd scream before they started.
Scream when you see them coming.
Yeah. We're going to shock you with this in a few minutes. We haven't started. I'm just warming up.
I guess we'll hear some stories from that 19-year-old girl that was captured. They tortured her.
I don't know. And she
had broken legs. How difficult would it be to make somebody scream?
Well, they said that was that came from the gunshot.
Yeah, but still, you just take a broken leg that's not set yet and twist it.
She hasn't said anything, unless I've missed something. She hasn't said anything about it so far.
Not yet.
And like I said earlier, if it had been me and they tortured, that'd have been the first thing out of my mouth. They hurt me.
I think we'll hear stories. They're probably still debriefing her and such. But man.
Yeah, what kind of swinging guys torture a chick?
19-year-old girl. They don't care. They torture. What is it? Saddam's kid had a rape room in one of his mansions for little girls.
I didn't know that.
That's what Eddie told me.
Is that right?
Yeah, his oldest
son. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yes. His oldest son, Uday, was renowned.
He's got a kid named Uday?
Yeah. And quite goofy looking, too.
Well, good. Certainly want to give a kid named Uday, or somebody look goofy, a good name.
But he used to relax to torture videos, and then he would just drive up and down the street and pick out girls that he wanted, and his little police group would go grab her, and they would go back to the chamber, and he'd rape them, whatever he wanted to do, and once he was tired of them, then the torture and murder started.
And who's going to say anything? Who's going to do anything? Who are you going to turn to?
Nobody.
That's what all these anti-war people don't get. This war didn't just start. It didn't just happen. We didn't just wake up one day and go, you know what? Let's go bomb the snot out of somebody. We're the ones that have been attacked. We've been hijacked. We've been terrorized. We've been bombed. We've been murdered. Their time has come. And the other rotten thing is this country is given and given and given, and seldom have we been thanked.
That's true.
Our generosity spreads all over this planet, and how dare you call us warmongers?
Have our own people do it. Our own people call us warmongers.
What? This? What is this? He's waving something. Oh. Very nice, Eddie. There are very few people on this planet that haven't benefited from the generosity of the United States of America. Can you think of anybody? Anytime there was a disaster on this planet, we're always the first ones there. More often than not, we're the last ones to leave. Most giving country on this planet. We've helped feed. That music's really getting on my nerves. Feed, care, clothe, educate, rebuild, and a lot of times at our own stinking peril. And we didn't care. We'd go in and we'd do it anyway. We were asked for help rebuilding this country. Has anybody ever offered to come and help us with anything?
Like they do it, yeah.
Yeah. When the Twin Towers collapsed, did anybody come over and help our ass? We didn't even ask. What the hell do we get in return? We get countries that turn their backs on us, and some of them are because they're worried about their relationships with other countries. So they're not on our side.
French and Russia both.
This is our time. This time, the United States will prevail. We will not be bullied. We will not be terrorized. And the people we're bombing right now, they breed terrorists. It's time for them to be scared for a while. Let them run and hide in the darkness. Pussies! And any country that wants to look down on us and scorn us, they can smooch my firm, perfectly tanned, slightly shaven, Dago butt. And you know what? When France or Russia or whomever else, the next time they need help, guess what's going to happen?
We'll do it.
We're going to be there because that's what Americans do. And France, you can French kiss my ass. Thank you. Good night. And may God bless the United States of America.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Here's your next T-shirt. French kiss my ass.
I like that. What would the logo be?
I don't know. Stick a flag on there. Whatever the flag of France is. Probably something stinky with hair on it. What is their flag? What's it look like?
I'm not sure.
It's red, white, and blue. They're vertical.
Oh, are they?
Stripes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that would sell or not.
Well, people are going to want to walk around with even the saying on it with a French flag on.
Well, if it says French kiss my ass,
yeah.
Maybe a great big bucks with a tongue. And just the whole thing of they don't want any part of the war, any part of this liberation of Iraq or its people, but they want money. They want contracting money. They want contractors' money. Contractual money.
Right.
What am I trying to say?
To help rebuild money.
Yeah. They want contracts to help rebuild Iraq. Mm-hmm. You don't do anything. You didn't make the mess. You don't get money for cleaning it up.
That is the ballsiest thing I can think of.
Who's running that dump? Is it Marcel? What's it? Jacques Chirac. Yeah, Jacques Chirac.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to go pimp slap him. Walk in his room with a pistol. He goes, say, Padna. I hate that entire country. I hate it even more now. I've hated it since 87.
Jeez, here we go.
Oh, no. We don't want to do any relationship talk. We're going to piss off the little pussy in his car who has no life. He has no relationship with anybody, so he doesn't have a point of reference when we talk about being with chicks. Do ya? Thank you. Once again, I'm displaying my command of the English language.
Very good.
Dookie pusher. Don't have a comeback for that, do you? You don't? Just sit there and beat on the dash of your 74 Skylark.
How do you know what I'm driving?
Radio works two ways. All right, you ready for news?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. 5:45, J.D. Ryan's on the Live 105.
Live 105.3. Thank you, Russ. All right, if you haven't heard yet, the first widespread power outage of the war plunged Baghdad into darkness. While U.S. forces rumbled through the outskirts of the Iraqi capital, explosions shook the city before the blackout, but U.S. military officials say they had not targeted Baghdad's power grid. The reason for the outage was still unknown. And the father of rescued POW Army Private Jessica Lynch said today she was in great spirits following her first surgery and said she had not been shot or stabbed during the ordeal as earlier reported.
Well, how did her legs get busted?
I didn't know.
All right, so she's not shot, not stabbed.
She had not been shot or stabbed during her ordeal.
I'm surprised they didn't kill her because according to the reports, she took down a few of the Iraqis. She kept shooting until she ran out of ammo. I can't imagine being captured.
Oh.
Like I said yesterday, I would pick up a gun if I was in the media, if I was embedded.
Right.
And a soldier got shot next to me, and it's me or them. I ain't shooting them because I'm a gung-ho macho guy. I don't want to be captured.
Yeah, she's watching all of her fellow soldiers die around her.
And God knows what they do to women.
Oh, Lord. Imagine.
And if what I read was right, I think it was an Iraqi doctor that notified our military that she was there.
Yep.
So they should get him out. Because, they're going to end up getting him.
They can find out who it is.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, good news. Here's some good news for you. Drivers starting to see relief at the fuel pump as gasoline prices have slipped about 4 to 6% from the record highs reached just before fighting began in Iraq 2 weeks ago. So gas prices slipped a little bit. Travelers going to get a chance to buy back thousands of knives, scissors, corkscrews, and nail clippers taken from them at security checkpoints at Gerald R. Ford International Airport. Kent County will hold a public auction sometime during the next couple of months to sell off the airport's growing collection of sharp, confiscated objects. After expenses associated with the sale, the airport will keep the profits. Officials regularly hear passengers beg for their stuff back after their trip. They cannot be given back. Plans to build a new stadium to the Dallas Cowboys cleared a major hurdle today when the Senate gave its approval to the bill that would set up financing for the facility through higher hotel and car rental taxes. The measure would make it possible for the Cowboys to construct $1 billion stadium and entertainment complex in Dallas County. They're looking at Dallas as well as Las Colinas in Irving.
I still think Las Colinas would be best because you got that big clump of land out there that's just been setting since they tried to develop it back in the 80s, and it just stopped at a certain point.
Be a great spot. Less traffic, easier, more parking.
I'm trying to think if that's an area that they could expand, at least the freeway. Yeah, it'd work out there. Go ahead.
You know Laura Miller wants it near downtown, though.
Tough. She's not going to be in office anyway. She's pissed us off. We're supporting that Mary Schlob chick. Pause.
Yes.
Although, one of the last things I read, she didn't have the police support anymore.
Paz?
Yeah.
So they're supporting nobody because you know they're not supporting Miller.
Right. I think their take on it was they got burnt last time, so they're just going to sit back on this one. So she didn't have, all the support that we all thought she originally did. And I don't know that it's a slam on her. They just said, you know what, we got into it last time and we got screwed. We're going to set this one back and see what happens. But they certainly can't support Miller. We don't. And she's running around bad-mouthing me.
And Mary Potts was a great interview. Fun. Got a good sense of humor.
Yes. We'll get her a membership at 24-Hour Fitness. Okay. Get her toned down.
Right.
Get her that wig like I've been promising Laura Miller.
Okay.
Get her some FB pumps.
No.
Get a bustier.
Not going to happen.
Shake those big dinner buckets all over the city council. With just a hint of nipple.
No. Meeting women is all a numbers game, no matter how weak your skills are.
No. Don't talk about relationship stuff. You got the little pussy in his car. He can't relate to this. He's got to go home and screw that slit in the couch.
That's a guy thing. You talk about guy stuff, why don't you? Meeting women is all a numbers game, no matter how weak your skills are. If you try to work it with enough women, eventually you'll get a bite. Unfortunately, this is what some guys resort to in the numbers game. 20-year-old Michael Ostrander of Godfrey, Illinois, been arrested for taking Polaroids of his penis, writing his email address on them, and slipping them under women's windshields. He's tried this at least 5 different times, and surprisingly, nobody has called him back or written him yet.
It's one of those things you get pissed off. You didn't think about that.
His email address. If she liked my weenie, she'll write me.
Look at it. Too much of that. That'd be kind of cool just to walk around in bars.
With the thing?
Yeah, just go, hey.
Put on your business card.
Just in case you're interested later, here's what it looks like. Nice, sharp Polaroid.
I don't think chicks care about that. I think they care about the butt more.
You don't think they want to see your crank?
I think what surveys have said, it's your butt and then your eyes. And then crank is somewhere way down the line.
Well, it is quite hideous.
Mm-hmm.
It is. True. I mean, think about it. It's just a meat hose hanging out right above a wrinkled sack. We got screwed.
I know, but
at least with chicks, they got hair to grow over that weird-looking thing. And what do? They shave it. The one thing you got to cover it up so your baloney don't show, and you shave it.
Man, I saw one on the internet the other day. Just looked like somebody had done something horrible to it. It was like big, long, flappy, ground up, dark. It was horrible. It was frightening.
Are you sure it was a human website?
Yeah, it was. I swear. And this girl wasn't old. Like, wasn't some old lady. She was like, mid-20s and just this thing. It scared me. It was wiggly. The lines weren't even straight. They kind of went back and forth.
I don't think it's supposed to be symmetrical.
It was horrible. A man apart, this audio. A Man Apart opens in theaters tomorrow. In the film, a mysterious man known only as Diablo takes over a powerful drug cartel when his former boss goes to prison. That former drug lord then teams up with a DEA agent. That's Vin Diesel. Here, cut number 2. Vin Diesel was asked if there's a downside to all his fame.
Probably the hardest thing about this position right now is the inability to just go out into public. You know, I did TRL last year for XXX. And although it was incredibly flattering, when I left the building and got into the car, we drove down to 8th Avenue and started going up 8th Avenue, and all these kids were running in the street of 8th Avenue. So now I'm like, okay, you know, I'm feeling like I'm responsible for all these kids running.
Is he that big of a deal?
Apparently.
So he got a lot of movies?
No.
I never heard of him up until like 6-7 months ago.
Isn't he a wrestler? Wasn't he a wrestler? Eddie?
No, he's an actor. I mean, that's all he's done this movie. I was trying to think. He's probably got 15 movies out.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a big deal on the Entertainment Tonight shows and stuff, so I couldn't tell you what he looked like.
I don't know what he looks like. I know he's bald, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I know. All right, go ahead.
A Man Apart. Do you want to hear a scene from it, or do you want to move on?
Absolutely. I'd love to hear the acting talents of the
Vin Diesel.
Yes, him.
Cut number 3 is a scene from A Man Apart in which the character tries to caution Vin Diesel's character.
We ain't no gangbangers no more, Sean.
I know we're not gangbangers.
Then what's with sexy?
I'm using whatever resources I have.
All right, let me tell you something.
I just came here to get you. I'm going to be back later. We'll work this out.
Don't bother to come and get me. I'm telling you, I'm not rolling.
You're not going to...
You out of control, man.
How am I...
Everything you do is messy.
How could you turn your back on me as long as we've been rolling together? Ask yourself that. You talk about the house rule. You talk about the nightmares. What would you do if she died?
It's A Man Apart.
He sounds like a wrestler.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was.
All right.
And finally, The Guys opens in New York and Los Angeles tomorrow. This is really kind of a deep film. Sigourney Weaver is called upon to help a fire captain.
It didn't have anything about relationships in it. Because I certainly wouldn't want to go do that. I only want stuff about guys. And certainly not about guys with women.
No, this is The Guys. So this is...
Does it have any scenes with a guy on a couch?
Nope.
With a slit in it?
None. Sigourney Weaver is called upon to help a fire captain to write a series of eulogies for the men he lost in the World Trade Center. Cut number 4, Sigourney Weaver on what audiences should know before they see The Guys.
I can only say that we don't batter you with images of planes hitting towers or any of that other stuff. We don't talk about that day. We just celebrate these men, talk about them, kind of bring you, as it were, into the firehouse. So by the time you leave the theater, those men belong to you, too. And there's something very healing about that.
There we go. It's called The Guys. It's opened up in New York and L.A., and then it'll be full release after that. Well, there's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
We'll be back with The Russ Martin Show.
Bad for it. Just a chick anywhere close to that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, there are a bunch of chicks that I've dated that I certainly would like to see over there, but there's something about, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her.
And she's cute and all-American, and it's just...
Maybe fat chicks we could send. Chicks nobody would screw anyway.
Stop it. You don't want anybody to be tortured.
No, I don't want anybody to be tortured, but if you got to send some women out to the front lines, send the fat ones. Not the hot ones. She's not the hot ones.
No. Private, man.
Private what?
But she's a private. It's just obvious. It's weird to me. You know, when she signed up, she never thought she'd be on the front line somewhere being captured by a foreign government.
I'm sure that wasn't in her mind, but no. I'm sure she knew that she was. There was always a possibility something rotten was going to happen.
Man. So the latest is one broken leg, no bullet holes, and probably tortured. It keeps going back and forth. First, she was stabbed and shot up.
You're right. We're not going to know for about a week.
No.
Especially if the stories have changed now.
Right.
I would probably think if I got to the point and I was running out of ammunition and they were coming, I might have to pop myself.
Oh, no. Would you? Well,
as opposed to being captured?
By those guys, yeah. Because you know that they have...
I mean, obviously they have no sympathy. Look what they do to their own people. God knows what they're going to do to us.
If they hadn't gone and got her, she'd be dead.
Let's do traffic here. All right, straight up 6 o'clock. You do a legal ID? All right, Gail Lightfoot's here with traffic.
All righty. And it's brought to you by Shep's Dairy. In Farmers Branch on westbound 635 LBJ Luna Road, the wreck is off to the right shoulder. There was a bit of a slowdown. On westbound I-20 at I-35, the right lane is blocked on the south side of Dallas. Northbound 75 Central at Forest, an accident occurred and then it was gone. Poof. But traffic is still slow from almost Park Lane. On southbound 35, South R.L. Thornton at Ewing, the left lane is blocked by a crash. And we've got wreck southbound 35 Stemmons at Highline. In Bedford, really slow on the Airport Freeway, westbound 183. There was an accident at Forest Ridge. That wreck is gone, but that's why you're sitting in traffic on the Airport Freeway. You asked for the best, and Shep's Dairy Products answered the call. Shep's, the dairy best, available at the best stores. I'm Gail Lightfoot with traffic on Live 105.3, The Talk that Rocks Texas.
Thank you, Gail. Going to be 60 for the low tonight. Some more scattered showers, then partly cloudy, 82 tomorrow. Maybe by Saturday, looking nice for 76 now at Live 105.3, The Talk that Rocks Texas.
All right. So you're still on for Friday night?
Yeah.
You're going to check with Joy. Oh, you're bringing Joy. I forgot.
It's going to be
that didn't even occur to me when I said you got to check with her first. Didn't occur to me you were going to bring her.
What's wrong with that? If I'm not doing anything, I'm not going on a date because I have a girlfriend. So what's wrong with me bringing her?
It's like going to what's the name of a buffet?
Ponchos.
It's like going to Ponchos and bringing your own lunch.
It's not. I'm not going out looking for something. I have a girlfriend.
You mean to tell me if Denise Luna, who's been nude in Playboy, hot tub girl at the Cowboys, firm body because she works out all the time, if she didn't come over to you and go, excuse me, your enormous cabeza makes me wet, you wouldn't enjoy some of her hairy halibut?
I have a girlfriend.
Let me turn the mics off so I can get an official answer.
Told you.
You've redeemed yourself.
Thank you.
Okay. So you're going to bring Joy?
If you don't want me to, I won't. It's no big deal.
It's got nothing to do with me.
Friday nights and Saturday nights are the only time we have together.
Why not Sunday?
Because she goes home Sunday.
Oh, does she stay with you all weekend?
Fridays and Saturdays, and goes home Sunday.
Why don't you ever go stay with her?
My house is more convenient.
To you?
Yes. Okay. I have been to her house. I've spent weekends out there. It's kind of out in the country.
All right. Yes, Susan? Is there a delay on this phone when I say hello?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if they can't hear you or what.
Well, all of a sudden they can start hearing me. Yeah. Watch, she'll jump in a second. Susan.
Oh, it's me. Sorry. I'm going to jump in right now.
What are you listening to?
I was actually listening to y'all's conversation, but trying to remember what I was going to say.
Well, then just say, I don't know what I was going to say, so I'm not waiting.
No, I know what I was going to say. I was thinking maybe if you dated fat chicks, they're the ones that aren't crazy.
I'm not dating a fat chick.
But maybe not like an obese fat chick.
Well, how fat?
Maybe 20 pounds overweight.
No.
No?
I can't. I'd never be able to get it up. I couldn't.
But I can understand, but they're always so nice and not psycho.
That's because they can't cop a toot. True.
Not all of them. I mean, there's nice-looking fat girls. Not beautiful.
That's an oxymoron.
I beg your pardon?
Nice-looking fat chick. That don't work. There's a fat chick that's not as ugly as other fat chicks.
That's true. That's true. And it is a man. There are men out there that just love fat chicks. I know you don't know them.
JD said there are fat chick websites.
There are.
There
are old people websites.
No, there's not.
Yes, I ran into one accidentally.
I got to go, Susan.
A pop-up the other day.
What is it?
I don't remember the actual address. I killed the pop-up because it was grossing me out. But I was surfing, you know what I mean, surfing.
Yeah.
And a little pop-up, and it was, they call it mature or something.
I'm just going to type in old people sex.
Yeah. It's like, nanas.
Hottest porn on the net. I just typed in oldpeoplesex.com. I don't see Big Rooster Sex, All Gang Bang, Booby Max, Interracial Joy, Dog Fart. I love Dog Fart. Good one. Speaking of dog farts. What is it?
Did you find one yet?
Old People Sex?
Yeah.
No, what do you got?
MaturePornPost.com.
How'd you find this?
Went to Google and typed in mature
because he was staying ahead of the show. Way to go.
Nice job. If you want to see mature porn and naked older women, MaturePost.com is the place. MaturePost is the site containing adult content. By entering MaturePornPost.com, you agree to the following. If you vomit on your computer, we're not held liable. Enter Mature Porn Post here. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
We're now entering MaturePornPost.com. Here we go. The number one mature picture site. Let's see. Well, these aren't. They're not that old. Oh, they want money. Oh, no, wait a minute. This is the one that says no thanks, but continue on. Mature softcore pictures. All right, here we go. Here comes my first one. She's not hideous.
How old is she? I can't see.
I can't tell. Her clam looks like two speed bumps pushed together, though. They do.
No doubt.
Let's see what else we got. Her cans still look okay.
This one that I came on had old people. I mean, old.
You mean like a bunch of grandmas and stuff?
Yeah, in their 50s and 60s.
Hang on. I'm now going to pull up another one. Well, that's nothing short of wrong. She has two cans that look like right side up bowling pins, and a clam the size of a real clam, and it's big and it's hairy, and certainly something that I would never enjoy.
Here's one.
All right,
you turn it around. I'll let you pull it up. No, I'll show it to you. It's quicker.
All right. Jesus.
Oldgrandmothers.com. You tell me there are some sick puppies out there.
I don't get it. What is it? What would it be about old women that would just make you hot?
No concept.
Because you know when they get to a certain age, things start rotting inside. Uh-huh. They have to.
They do.
Because your heart and your arteries and stuff, they got to choose of what they're going to keep feeding blood to because you're getting old.
I tell you, there's a website for every kind of thing you can imagine out there. That one just scared the hell out of me because it was a pop-up.
Somebody said look at centurysex.com.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Going into Century Sex. I don't see old people on here. I'm getting bored with this. I see some hot. And transsexuals. Mother puss. Make up your mind. You know, the chicks with sticks?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, pick away and go. Just stick with it. Stop waffling.
And you can tell they're all guys that have breast implants. None of them look like chicks. Not that I looked.
You're a little late on that one, aren't you?
Damn.
Well, that's all right, because I'm sitting there going, yeah, you're right. Luckily, I didn't say it out loud. Now, are they all guys with breast implants, or do women actually ever accidentally get weenies?
That I don't know.
Do you know, Eddie?
All guys.
Okay.
They're all guys that have breasts. And some of them haven't had implants. Some of them just have breasts.
Oh, like they take hormones?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy, when I worked at one of the pizza places when I was in high school, or college. He was getting ready to have a sex transplant, sex change. Didn't really come out and tell everybody. He just started leaving hints. Like he was asked one of the guys, he goes, what does sexual dysphoria mean? And this was Eric, one of the smart guys. He goes, well, it's obviously when you're not happy with your sex. Huh, I just heard that phrase. I wonder what it was. And he dropped stuff out like that. Next thing you know, he's starting to get boobs.
Oh.
You see him right through his shirt. And he was an ugly guy.
Yeah.
Not even somebody you'd bang after they get their Yankee cut off.
You know, Southwest Airlines had a captain that did that. Changed from a guy to a girl. And they couldn't fire him.
Why not?
You can't fire somebody for that. It's discrimination.
If you show up one day with cans?
Sexual orientation, you can't fire somebody for that. He had a website and everything else. Nobody wanted to fly with him, of course. Excuse me.
Yeah, Tricia?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Trish. Hi, Trish. I've been on hold for so long. I just wanted to tell you that hot chicks don't get any better at all.
What do you mean?
Well, I was another call trying to go through. Well, I was listening to that, psycho woman that I guess you used to date. And they're not going to get better. I mean, I'm only 23, so I guess, I can't really say, hey, but I don't think we get better. I think it gets worse. Because we know we can get away with, anything. And I love listening to you guys, and you guys make me laugh, and I love when stupid, pie-fat big women call and, they complain. And
Are you sure there's not too much relationship talk? Because a guy called earlier, and it was pissing him off. And I certainly
care what he thinks. I like the way it is.
Thank you.
Whatever he thinks, like you said earlier, it's your show.
Thank you.
He wants a show, he can get one and talk about whatever the hell he wants to talk about.
Well, you're always welcome to call in.
Well, I love to call you guys. I think you guys are sexy. I've never seen you. I haven't gone on the website, but I think you and JD sound like you guys would be really hot to be with.
Yes. You can go to JD's website, JohnDavidRyan.com.
JohnDavidRyan.com?
Yes.
Well, I just thought I'd let you know that I listen to you every day.
You're very kind. Shut up.
And your website. Why?
No. I think they think you're hot. There's no way that whatever you look like, you can't live up to what your voice sounds like. Because your mind always puts something better.
I guess.
That's why a lot of radio's chock full of ugly people. And some of them aren't smart enough to stay behind the mic. What do? They get pictures put on billboards. So not only are you ugly, now you're ugly with a 12-foot head. How intelligent is that? Craddock. Because they talked to me when they said, we're putting up billboards. I went, don't put up billboards. First of all, if you got to, just give me the money. I'll take the money you're going to spend on boards. That's fine with me.
Yes.
Well, what if we put your picture on it? Not a good idea. People don't listen because of what you look like. No. Are they still putting Craddock's face on boards?
Oh, yeah. And Kelly and the black guy, whatever his name is.
Looks like a mutated Pep Boys.
Yeah.
Manny Moe and Black. Once again, my enormous wit just jumping out before I can even stop it.
You can't.
Sometimes I wish I could just stop it.
You can't.
But I'm a juggernaut.
You are.
Thank you. Yeah, Ronnie?
Hey, first of all, Russ, the old people website was just wrong. I just seen a white-haired anteater. It made me sick.
Oh, God.
And not only do these websites exist, somebody's paying money. Otherwise, nobody would be putting them out.
True.
There's obviously, a consumer for their product. Ugh.
I've seen the fat chicks. Who would pay?
I don't know. And I'm sure that Brumley would rather me not bring this up, but he's into the portly women.
What?
Because he called me one day. I forgot who we were talking about. I don't know. But he suggested somebody else. Hey, don't you think this one is hot? Oh, I know who it was. It was a chick on Channel 8. Marcy something, one of the anchors.
Okay.
And in her face, she looks hot, but she looks like she's pretty chunky on from the waist, from the neck down, and you can't really tell. Because I like them that way. I'm like, there's a certain point to where that's too much. And he goes,
I've always wondered about that, whether that was a control issue. If you get somebody that's fat, they're not going to leave you. I don't know. Just always wondered what that.
That's what tumors will do to you, though. I mean,
but then look at Brumley. What could he get?
And no reason to say that.
Well, really, after a certain point in time, you settle for what? And he got a hot wife, and I don't even know what he's complaining about. Well, don't you think she's hot? Stop looking around. You got a wife that's sticking with you. Not only is she pretty, she's sticking with you through the tumor phase. And I'm sure that's just a joy to her. She got to push you sideways to get you out of your own dookie.
Deadpan love is true love.
Absolutely. You want to test for a chick? You get sick while you're dating and grunt in your bed. And if they'll clean you up, you marry that bitch. I'm not kidding. That's a perfect litmus test for a chick. I've tried that a couple of times in the past. Get sick and see if they would take care of you.
Yeah.
Come by, drop off something, and then get lost. Very seldom did I have one that would stick around and stay with me through the whole time. Michelle did when I had my vasectomy.
Yeah.
Stayed there the whole time. Brought me stuff. Changed my gauze because I wouldn't do it. She did all that.
Very sweet lady.
Yes. A horrible accident. What do you want, Ronnie?
Oh, anyway, I was, the reason I called. Man, normally I don't watch this Dr. Phil stuff, but Tuesday they had one on where the parents were screaming. They found out their kids were gay. So how would you like to come home and find out your son was like a pole smoker?
Probably send him to counseling.
Excuse me?
Why counseling?
Tell him to stop.
It's not something you can counsel out of somebody.
I think maybe you can.
No, you can't.
If you held up a picture of a great big hairy ass, and on the other hand you're holding something like Cindy Crawford,
I think there's deeper issues than just visual. I don't know what the issues are. I never have understood.
What would be the magic?
I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing about a hairy ass makes you fall.
I don't understand it, but therapy isn't it?
I mean, is it the hair? Is it the hole?
No.
I don't know what the magic is.
I don't either.
Because if it is, you'd pop a boner every time you go to the zoo.
I can't tell
you get it laser surgery so you didn't have no hair back there.
Yeah. John.
What? It's got nothing. You even.
I don't know what I'd do with a gay kid, Ronnie.
You just love him and accept him, and just say, you know what?
If one of your kids came home and went, hey, you know what? I've decided I'm going over to the brown side. You wouldn't sit down and talk with him and go, hey, Well, I'd rather you didn't.
Obviously, he knows I'd rather he didn't. But
are you going to tell him that?
Yes.
You're going to say, don't do it.
I'm not going to say don't do it.
What are you going to say?
Do it. It's your...
All right, here. I'm coming home. Hey, Dad.
Yes.
I've decided I'm gay.
Out.
I've decided that getting in the tuchus is the best kind of love I have.
You wouldn't say that.
I love. Here's my new buddy, Ronnie. Okay. Ronnie, we're married.
Well,
Ronnie and I are married. We love each other. And then I tongue kiss Ronnie right in front of you. What do you do?
That'd be disrespectful.
Why? Would you get mad if he kissed his girlfriend in front of you?
I don't know. It's different. It's different. It's a taboo. And he knows that's not what I like. And I would say I'm terribly sorry you made that decision. It's your life. You do what you want to with it. And if you want to.
Yeah, Christmas pictures, sitting around the table. Ronnie and I are sitting there holding hands.
No, you wouldn't be coming to Christmas.
In the other room, you hear the bed bouncing up and down, the sounds of somebody grunting.
No, you wouldn't. No, none of that. I don't know. I don't know how I'd deal with it, to be honest.
You go in the next day, the sheets are all in a twist.
All right.
Brown stuff all over the walls.
God. Learning to push.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No.
The sheets look like a Picasso.
I wouldn't be happy, but what are you going to do? He's your kid.
Eddie would probably eat his.
Eddie would do something.
Let's ask the Eddie. One moment, Ronnie. What would you do, Edward?
If one of my kids came home and just said, I'm gay.
Yeah. Honestly. Short of the extra clump in the yard.
I would explain to them that I love them very much and that I cannot accept that and they should never ever talk to me again.
Really?
We've had this talk.
Have you seriously?
If that ever came up.
Why would this talk come up?
It's just, I drive them to school every morning. We talk about all kinds of things and we were talking, I don't even remember how it came up, but it was just back and forth about somebody gay or something like that. And I said, I hope you absolutely know that I would still love you. And if you got sick or anything like that, I would do whatever I could for you. But at the point that you told me that, I would not want you around me.
Why?
It's one of those things.
The sin.
It
goes against God.
Well,
you're not supposed to lay down with the next.
There's a lot of things that go against God that we do, that are sins that we do.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to have little sword fights in bed.
That's one of the many sins we have.
But that's an ongoing sin that you can stop.
Yes, you can stop it. You can choose not to have a hairy bunkus in your face.
They've chose. I don't know. Did they choose it? Why? And if so, why? I don't understand homosexuality, so I can't answer any of these questions.
That's absolutely. I don't either. I don't believe in homosexuality, so.
Yes, we don't subscribe to it. We canceled our subscription to Homo Mag.
You cannot believe it. It's like not believing in gravity. It's still there. It doesn't change anything. You can
gravity is actually a law, and
yes,
homosexuality.
You have to have gravity. You don't have to have a weenie in your bobo.
But it's always going to happen, and so you're not going to speak to your own flesh and blood.
Absolutely.
See? Russell Johnson, he talked about this. I think this was in a book, or he's addressed this before. The professor.
Yes.
He found out his son was gay, and he got mad at him for a while.
Well, for a while.
And they got over it, then he brought his son back.
There'd be a shock value, no doubt. But to turn your back forever on your child? I can't see it.
If my child came home and was gay?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean, It's easy to say, What would you really do?
Quit it.
Oh, well, it's solved.
Thank you. See, you make everything so difficult.
My bad.
And I don't know how you could do it. To hold up a picture of, like, Vin Diesel and I think one of the hot chicks I was looking at, and Raquel Darrian.
Yeah.
How could you pick him?
I don't know. We got Gay Steven. We could ask him. What's the draw? What is the draw?
I don't know. And it's starting to make me sick.
All right, let's talking about it.
Can we break here?
Please.
I have to go look at porn.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
All right, 627. J.D. Ryan is here. Eddie Boyd, Dan O'Malley, Trey Trenholm, Gail Lightfoot. Dan, line me up somebody for Could Be Answer BC. We have something to give away? Yep. You do? All right. Yes, Steven?
Yeah, I was just wondering, what if your daughter said she was a lesbian? What would you say about that?
Talking to me or Eddie?
Yeah, you and Eddie.
Oh. I don't know. What would you do, Eddie? Same thing?
It would be the same thing. I mean, it's still homosexual.
Not accepted?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that you can't force somebody to subscribe to, what you, but like I wouldn't expect them to totally subscribe to everything that I believe in. Mm-hmm. If they differed in opinion with me, then they can make their choice. But at that point.
So you wouldn't want to hear from any one of your kids. Let's say all three are gay, so I don't have to pick and choose. All your kids turn gay. You wouldn't want to hear from any one of them for the rest of your life.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't completely turn my back on them, but I wouldn't want
Thanks, Steven.
them at my house. I wouldn't invite them over for Christmas dinner. I wouldn't have.
Now, when you say you wouldn't invite them over, do you mean with their lover or just in general?
Just in general.
Well, what if the subject never came up again? They never said anything. You knew they were gay, but they never said anything else.
It's just one of those things. I mean, it's basically allowing them. They would know that it was wrong to me, and they would be flaunting it in my face at that point.
I don't have an answer for this one. And luckily, I'll never have to go through it.
You won't. Neither will I, hopefully.
First thing I have to do is watch my dog lick herself. No, that's the wrong line. Yes, Greg?
Hey, hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for the visit. Dan, what do you tell them I'm sure you're telling them just get to the point and stop screwing around. Don't you?
Absolutely.
What the hell's wrong with them? Seems like it's getting worse lately to where they just sit there. And at first I think, all right, the phones aren't working and they can't hear me. And all of a sudden they jump in. They hear me fine.
I don't know. It's like they're listening on the radio and they're waiting for the delay.
He told them to turn it down.
I tell them that every single time, radio down.
All right, I call in. Hey, I'd like to get on and tell Russ I'm gay and I can answer any questions.
Okay, the next person you'll hear from will be Russ.
Okay.
Tell him exactly that.
All right. Is that all you tell him?
And to turn the radio down and make sure that he speaks up nice and loud.
Uh-huh.
And the rest is in their hands, and I hope for the best.
How very gallant of you.
Well, it's not working too well right now.
No. Hope for the best. Mm-hmm. You've been standing close to Trey. Trey came in a while ago and opened his mouth 4 or 5 times, never said anything, and just turned around and left.
I saw that.
What's wrong with him today?
I don't know. Maybe he's not sleeping well this week or something.
But he just comes in and he just came in and went, and then turned around and left. The exact scene went just like this.
Yeah. I don't know.
Somebody hosed him down or something?
Nobody hosed him down. No. He's got something else on his mind. We don't know. I don't know.
Well, it ain't hair because he's getting a bald spot.
I saw that.
And a dandy one. It's right here.
Yes.
It's like he goes out of his way to make himself look goofy.
He likes that haircut. It's short.
I didn't say anything about the haircut.
Oh.
But that's what I meant.
Well, okay.
And his shirts from the Jethro Bodine collection. It's a polo. I don't care what it is. That's a Jethro shirt. Nice, tight plaid. You're just missing your rope belt. That's the wrong line. Yes, Merritt?
Yeah, I was just calling in because I agreed with Eddie, and I was going to tell him that my mom and dad were married for 30 years, and then she actually just decided that she was gay, and I went through the same thing where I decided not to talk to my mom and cut her out of my life, too, but I think it was a little different when it happened to me, and I changed my mind.
Your mom went gay on you?
She went gay on my dad, not me.
Oh.
So, yeah, kind of crazy. Hello?
I'm thinking. One moment, please.
Oh.
I would say that was kind of selfish because obviously what she did, she was always gay. You don't, just a switch doesn't go off and your queer meter, kicks in. You're already gay, and she probably denied it, and now you had to go through the fact, that your mom's gay. Because she tried to have a normal life, even knowing it wasn't going to work.
So the mother then continues to live a lie.
Yeah.
And deny herself.
I suppose.
All of her friends from high school actually ended up being gay, too, so it was really weird that she was the only one for 30 years.
What do you mean everybody in high school went gay?
All of her friends that she was with, she had 5 best friends, and they all.
Oh, they didn't turn gay. They were already gay, and they clumped together. It was a clump of lesbians, which is a collective term for lesbians, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when one comes out of the closet, they all go, "Hey, she did it, and she made it. Let's all do this."
All right, I finally decided if my kid came up and said I'm gay, it's all right, here's the deal. You can be gay. Don't say anything else to me about it from here on out, but you're still in the family.
That's a good response. And don't practice I
don't want to see no lovers around here. Don't come over leaving your blue boys around. Don't start dressing funny.
Yeah.
Don't act or talk funny. Just be yourself, and I'll be okay with that. I don't want to see any other telltale signs of queerdom around you. No AIDS ribbons, nothing. You can never do that part, Eddie?
I don't think I could. I mean, I'm just being real about the way I am. That's what I would go through.
Mm. I would be mad at first, and I'd go, get the hell out of my house. And then I'm sure I'd calm down after a while. Yeah. Just like Russell said, what he went through. Mad at his kid. I forget his kid's name. Doesn't matter. Finally, he got over it. All right. You got us lined up over here, Eddie? Okay. Ready to go in there, Dan? Line 2?
It's time to get lucky and play the game that even a mutant mongoloid monkey could win. Let's play. Could the answer be C? And here's your host, Russ Martin.
All right, let's get our contestant on. Peter.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show. Make sure you speak up loud for me. What do you do for a living?
Work at a mortgage company.
Mortgage. All right. John, what are we playing for today?
Big prize pack today. We have 12 months bronze level web hosting service from VertBiz.com, official web host of Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show. Plus, a new fine arts gift certificate and 4-pack of passes to the lodge, Dr. Pepper Racing t-shirt, and a Dr. Pepper ballpark, 7-Up ballpark cap for the Frisco Rough Riders. That's a new stadium they opened up there.
Oh, I saw that on the news. That's a pretty big stadium for being not amateur. What do you call it? Farm team?
Minor league?
Yeah, whatever.
Huge. Yeah. I saw Scott Sam's out there broadcasting live the other day. One pair of tickets to see Sir Mix-a-Lot April 23rd at the Galaxy Club in Deep Ellum.
Is that a Friday?
I think. I'm not positive.
I'm going to that.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
I told Trey to call them and see if they get a spot out front. We take the Batmobile. Yeah. All right, here we go. You know how to play this, Peter?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. You have to get all of them correct to win this fabulous prize pack. Eddie, are these highlighted ones the finishers? Okay, here we go. In a recent statement, Saddam Hussein said his people should rise up and crush the Americans because A, they are destroying holy relics, B, they are killing women and children, C, they've completely Trenholmed all of his palaces.
C.
Yes. Doctors are telling people not to overreact if they have shortness of breath. It doesn't mean that they have SARS. It could just be A, springtime allergies, B, days of heavy ozone, or C, all the vents on your bunker have been bombed shut.
I believe it's C.
Yes. A captured Iraqi general said that one reason he was caught is A, the U.S. troops were effectively cutting off all the escape routes, B, he was compromised by Iraqi citizens, or C, he couldn't get away in his car because some guy in Dallas bought the last foot-shaped gas pedal for his Batmobile.
C.
Yeah. Dan Lewis said the hardest part about finding a job right now is A, the entertainment market is really soft right now. B, he doesn't have as much experience as he thought. C, keeping people awake during his long interview stories.
C.
Yes. While the press is zoning in on the SARS disease, the Center for Disease Control said that there's something worse on the horizon, that A, is air transmitted and acts like the AIDS virus. B, spreads like the hantavirus through household rodents. C, seems to suck the talent out of an entire room in less than a second.
C.
Trey Slam. Okay. Trey Trenholm said that he would no longer volunteer at the Operation Kindness Animal Shelter because A, his allergies seem to flare up at from the pet dander. B, chicks don't dig it as much as he thought. C, he hates having to buy new shirts after the puppies chew their way to his lactating pink nipple glory.
C.
Probably should have finished with that one. Wanting to capitalize on his newfound fame, Trey Trenholm is hoping to launch a new line of A, light summer clothes for people without skin pigment, B, spill-proof drinking glasses for people with Parkinson's-like shakiness, or C, breakfast cereals like Pasty-O's with pink nipple marshmallows.
C.
And finally, trying to paint himself as a victim, Saddam Hussein released a statement saying that he hadn't deserved to be overthrown because A, he limited his abuses to his own people. B, he really had gotten rid of all his weapons of mass destruction. C, it's not like he has to leave one of the most popular radio shows ever to make it on his own.
Could the answer be C?
Yes. Did you get them all right?
He got them all.
Tell me what he's got.
He's got 12 months bronze level web hosting service from birdbiz.com. Your first official web host of Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show. A pair of tickets to see Sir Mix-a-Lot April 23rd at the Galaxy Club in Deep Ellum. A new Fine Arts gift certificate and 4 passes to the lodge, Dr. Pepper Racing t-shirt and cap.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
I'd enjoy it if you didn't. All right. Hi, Shane.
Hey, can you play Bob McNeil, Custom Transmission Guy?
Thought I played that last night. I don't think you finished it.
You started it, but you didn't finish it.
Oh, I didn't finish it? Yeah.
No.
Is it still? All right, I'll find it.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Shane. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right. It's when Bob McNeil had his car in. Did you know, this is real, Bob, I forget what kind of car he's got, but he drove around without second gear for like a year.
Yeah, I knew that.
And then he's shocked when he had, he took it into Annie over at Eagle, and he goes, well, it's not going to be free, but they still gave him a deal.
Yeah.
So since Bob's car was in the shop, I had Andy call him and go, hey, By the way, there's some other stuff wrong. I think he said it's going to be like another $2,400.
Well, with the transmission, that's believable.
Well, the transmission was done. He already knew the price on that.
Oh.
Something else. It's got water in his gaskets or oil in his vinegar. I don't know what it was.
Hello? Bob. Yeah. This is Andy.
Oh, and I forgot. There's this one other part in here where you hear Bob's yeah, you'll know when you hear it. Okay. It's the kind of man that we're working for.
Okay.
Man full of morals.
Okay.
Scruples. High standards.
Yeah, already.
With Eagle Transmission? Yes, sir. How you doing this morning? I'm fine. Good. Bob, we got a little problem on your car, bud. What's that? I called over and talked to Brad this morning, and he was telling me what he replaced on this car for the overheating problem. Right. And we're up there this morning getting ready to, for the install of the transmission. And both your head gaskets are leaking. There's water in the oil on your engine. You're going to have to replace both heads on this engine, guy. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, I can do it. I can give you a decent deal since we've already there with the transmission out. Labor will be a little bit easier, but you're looking about $2,800. Damn it, $2,800? What the f*** are you talking? I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. Well, that's way more. Andy, it's way more than the car's worth. I understand, but the transmission's going to burn up again if you don't replace that. No, forget it. Forget it. I'm going to dump that car. Just forget it. I'm not going to do that. You want me to finish the transmission? Just put the transmission back in and I'll get that car. I'll sell it to some...
Bob, put it together and I'll sell it?
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'll unload it on somebody. Isn't that illegal?
Kinda.
If you don't tell them?
Person to person, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Car lot, yes.
Oh, bitch, and they can take care of it. You just going to pawn it off on somebody like that? Absolutely. You're darn right I am. I can't afford to do that. That's ridiculous. Kind of unfair to do that to somebody, don't you think?
Now Andy's baiting him.
I can't afford to do that. Really? All we're talking about is, by the time we do the heads for $2,800 and then the transmission, you're $4,300. Yeah, it's $1,500 more than the car's worth. The hell with it. Put the transmission back in and I'll sell it to somebody. You ain't going to tell them nothing about the head problem, huh? No, I'm not going to tell them nothing. They can find out.
Damn. I believe that's illegal.
Yes.
What they want to find out on their own. Really? Yeah. Just do what I tell you, okay? We'll do that. Put the transmission back in and I'll take care of the rest. Let me ask you something. What's that? Do you really wear purple panties? What? I heard you like to wear purple panties.
This payoff wasn't really good.
I don't wear purple panties. That's not what I heard, Bob. I don't wear purple panties.
I don't even know if...
Where's this coming from? What's this crap? What's this got to do with my transmission and a pretty reliable source? What's going on? Andy. Yes. What the hell are you talking about? We just thought we'd rattle your cage this morning. Oh, don't be like to wear purple panties. F you.
Oh, now he stops cussing.
Yeah.
F you. Is that the end of it? Yeah. See, wasn't as great as you thought it was.
It's good. Always fun to...
I just like the fact that Bob goes, put it back together and we'll sell it. Part of that, if that was real... Oh, I know something else. When they got his car done with the transmission, they found out there was really something wrong with the engine, so Bob goes to pick it up. He didn't believe him.
Of course.
They had to actually put it back in the garage, put it on the lift it up, and show him what was wrong, because they thought it was another hose job. And I just happened to be there when Bob showed up to pick up his car.
Oh, convenient.
Because they were just doing some maintenance stuff on the transmission for the Batmobile. So that was that.
It's fun.
Yes, just another fabulous, fabulous bit. Certainly won't end up on the best of, so don't look for it. We need a break here? One more. All right, one more break.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
I I don't understand. We're off that Monday, but not the Friday.
Yeah.
And it's during the book, the ratings period, so we're not taking any time off that isn't a holiday.
Okay. I'm just thinking of a way that Joy and I could do the counseling trip and have fresh material for Friday, yet us take that floating holiday off that we still have coming from the war day. Just trying to come up with a plan that works for everybody.
But we still have to run best of that Friday.
But we have new material because...
But not for the whole 4 hours.
No.
Why can't she just come up and do it live?
She doesn't want to do it live.
Why not? Why does it have to be taped?
Well, that way...
Nothing's going to change. If something happens on tape, it's going to air live.
I know. But it's a win-win. We get our little vacation off Friday to go to Mexico.
Unless it's a 4-hour counseling session, it ain't going to work.
Okay. It's just a thought. And she wants the $500 you promised to.
Oh, she does?
Well, you promised it.
You want the $500 and a free day off.
That was the
during
thought.
The spring ratings period.
That was the thought.
Oh, that's a dandy one.
Thursday night we recorded. People would stick around and listen to Friday to find out what you said, what you asked her. She said, no holds barred, whatever you want to ask. Same thing with me. The counseling session.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Would both of you guys drink?
Yeah. You want to make it easier?
Yes. See, that's the problem with most counselors is they don't let their patients drink. That's when you get the good stuff out because that's when the fights start.
True.
You really want to see people in their fight mode. Otherwise, you can't evaluate their fighting methods, their procedures.
Be funny. It's a really good concept. You come in, you got to have a glass of wine to start off the counseling session.
Yeah, but you have more and more wine as we go on. That way, we get to the meat of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you're not drunk, you got your guard up, and you don't tell the counselor stuff that you would normally tell them if you were drunk.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
I've mentioned that many times, and nobody took me up on it.
You've got a very good point, because that's when the fight starts, because that's when you say something that you really feel, but you didn't want to say before because you had your guard up.
And then later, you take the tape back, and you let the person listen to it, and you go, all right, while you guys are sober, here's what you say when you're drunk. See how stupid you sound? And here are the things that are wrong. I could wrap this up in 2 hours.
There we go. Just an offer.
I don't want it taped. I don't like staying up here after work.
Okay.
Just have her come up.
It's just going to be a win-win. We get our little counseling trip to Mexico to go skin diving.
It's not going to be a 4-hour session. It's not going to fill up the 4 hours we're gone.
You're right. It's going to be some bad stuff, too. But people would stick around for the 4 hours to hear all the questions you ask as we continue to get more drunk.
I can ask anything.
Anything at all.
And you swear to drink.
Oh, yeah. Think about it. We got 2 months. Well, we don't really, because if they're going to plan that scuba diving trip, we got to know now, but just a thought.
What's today? Thursday. I'll dwell on it over the weekend.
Okay.
I ain't giving her $500 to come up here.
You offered.
I'm letting you off.
You offered the $500.
I say a lot of stuff. I'll give it to her if we do it live on the air, because I know something's going to happen in the course of this counseling session.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to say, stop the tape, or I don't want to talk about this anymore.
No, here's the deal. On the air, she's going to be guarded. In the production room.
No, she's not going to be anything if we start getting her drunk. Mm-hmm. I know how I've heard both of you guys drunk arguing before. I've gotten phone calls in the middle of an argument.
All right. Yes, you have.
Okay. Saying anything else. Right. I'm just saying I've heard both sides.
Okay.
Yes, what is it, cheese nipple?
Seeing if you wanted to wager.
Bet on what?
Big Mavs Lakers game tonight.
Oh. It was a JD Joy thing. Mm-hmm. What's the spread?
Spread is Mavs -4. The over-under is 206.
You're playing the Lakers. The guy that saw Shaq out at the restaurant last night said his foot was twice the length of his. Is that really possible?
Yeah. Some of those guys have
a size. It's like 18.
Yeah, they all have to have.
That would be a foot. If I took my feet toe to toe, that would be a foot that size.
Yep.
That's not a human. That's a Sasquatch.
They're huge. I've seen basketball shoes before.
Nobody's foot could be that big. That's 2 feet. 24 inches.
Right.
Is his foot 24 inches?
No, I think it's like I mean, it's like a size 18 or something. I mean, it's enormous.
What, Dan?
It's more like a 21 or a 22.
That's still almost 2 feet. That's impossible. Damn, he does have big hands.
Mm-hmm.
Who's favored?
Mavericks.
By how much?
4.
Mavericks by 4. Over under is 250 what?
206.
206. I'll take the Mavericks for... I'll take the Mavericks for 100, Alex. I'd like to put 50 down under. Over. 50 over.
Okay.
Is there anything to parlay on?
You can parlay those two.
Put another 50 to the parlay thingy. John, do you like to enjoy some of this illegal activity?
Yes. I'll have the Mavericks in 50 points. $50 and taking the Mavericks.
You have to call him Alex.
Alex. Thank you.
No over-under?
None.
No parlay?
Mm-mm.
You sure?
That's all I want.
Okay. Eddie?
I will say the Lakers, and they'll be over. $5 on each.
What are you taking?
Lakers and the over.
Oh, you are? Well, good luck.
It's always close games between those two.
All right, fine.
Here. His shoe size is 22. Here is a 22 next to a man size 12.
That's not real.
Yes, it is.
That's amazing.
Big.
Can you imagine being in prison and having him come at you?
Oh, please stop. Is he married? Poor wife. Jesus.
Well, just because he's got big feet and big hands don't mean he's got a big...
Yeah.
ND.
God.
God, if I saw something like that coming at me in prison, I'd just go ahead and grab both my butt cheeks and pull as far as I could, just so it wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't be far enough.
Oh, man. Worked me like a sock puppet.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes would poke out. All right. Anything else to bet on? Is that it?
Utah-Portland game.
Nah. I've lost interest. I'm sure it'll be a fabulous game. You got the plugs?
Adam.
All right, let's go.
For more information about the Russ Martin Show, to email us for details on the Listeners Foundation and the Police and Firefighter poster. Everything else, go to russmartin.com. To instant email us during the show and only during the show, studio@russmartin.com. For Trey and his website, go to treytrenholm.com. Eddie on the World Wide Web is eddieBoyd.com. To visit me, go to johndavidryan.com. Limousine service provided by Ultimate Limos. Call George at 214-668-5363. And the official site for the Talk That Rocks is live1053.com.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. See you.